What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Japan Time Podcast. It's been a couple weeks, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Joining me this week, of course, me, your liberal host, Rogers Base. We got the host with the most. We got Shofu.
Look, man. Listen.
I'm listening.
Deaf people, listen. Blind people, look. Mute people, speak up. Paraplegics, reach out and touch somebody. Amputees, I don't know. Listen. I'm about to... Listen.
About to drop.
I'm just playing. I got nothing.
I'm waiting for something, and nothing happened. So, all right. Well, in addition to Shofu, Zeph apparently is like not home or something, so he's not going to be joining us this week.
Zeph has not been here for 3 months straight. He's not asleep. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm tired of this. Shit. Coastward also has not been here for 3 months straight. Fuck both of them.
True.
They're both some hoes.
You know who has been here, though? You know who has been here? Veerman McDareth.
Good evening, everybody.
What's up, everyone?
And then, is Tito a regular at this point?
Yeah.
I'd say Tito's a regular at this point. So we got Tito, of course, too.
Yes.
Of course.
All right, you're going to refer to me by my real name.
What, 51 games Gauntlet champion?
Yes, sir!
Are you fucking serious? Get a life, you damn loser.
I thought you were going to tell me to refer you as Persona 5 is my absolute favorite game of all time, and I definitely don't think it's overrated, is what I thought you were going to have me say about you.
I never even played that game.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you were saying that game was gassed, and you said don't bring it up on the podcast, and that you were going to pretend and deflect it.
This
but
sounds like a lot of lies.
I don't know. I mean, I was sitting there talking about my feet, and then you were talking about Persona. So
I don't know who that guy is. All I know is 51 games Gauntlet champion. Me. That's me. That's me.
Then we got, I don't know, you're like semi-regular guest at this point. We got Fidel joining us. What's going on, Fidel?
He's about to drink some hot strawberry milk.
So let's turn the camera on him real quick before I introduce our very special guest this week. So let's turn the camera onto Fidel. Let's see. He's about to drink the strawberry milk. We talked about this last week. Last episode, not last week. It was last episode. Wait, what is going on with your desktop, by the way, with like these autumn leaves looking like Sekiro on here? This is amazing.
Hey, get with the times, bro. You got wallpaper engine?
It's beautiful.
It is nice. Get you wallpaper engine, man. You don't mess with that joint.
You know, in their show, was that the Brave browser at the bottom?
That is the Brave browser, Tito. Do you have the Brave browser?
I do think it's amazing. I use it all the time now.
You guys can also get the Brave browser by scrolling down and clicking the Brave browser referral link.
Wait. Japan Time is not. Well, I guess technically it's on your channel, so I guess it is sponsored by Brave. So Japan Time, sponsored by the Brave browser. Check it out. Link in the description.
How much does it cost? I'm glad you asked. It's absolutely free.
That's crazy. How is the ad blocker?
Oh, right. You mean the built-in ad blocker? Wow, it's amazing. I blocked so many ads. I've only had it for 5 days.
That's crazy.
I also want to point out, though, Google Chrome right there on the bottom of the taskbar as well, next to Brave.
But is it open? Is it open? Is it open?
No,
it's not open.
Is open.
It's not open.
It's not.
Brave is open. Yes, sir.
Anyway, make sure to type in !Brave if you're in the Twitch chat to be able to download Brave.
In fact, Project Vermin in the chat said, I am watching Japan Time on the Brave browser right now. Look at that.
Dude. Now, anyway,
go ahead, drink
that hot strawberry.
Again, we're always talking about hot chocolate.
Now, how hot is it? Is it just warm? Like, is it actually?
It's really hot. Like, I heated it. I put it.
Really hot?
Really
hot. I'm like burning up a little bit. Right? You ready?
Right.
I'm about to do this.
I'm ready. Let's see this hot strawberry milk.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
That's kind of clean.
That's the influencer way of tasting something and being like, "Oh, this tastes great." If you're sponsored, take a good swig of it and then sit on it for a bit and then say it.
Dude, that's kind of clean. I'm fucking in. Holy shit!
All right.
I might start doing this on the regular. What the fuck?
All right, my plan.
There you go.
I don't see why it would be bad.
Yeah, exactly. 90%.
If strawberry milk is not bad, then I don't see why hot strawberry milk would be.
Yeah.
But people think that's weird.
That was great. GG.
All right. Well, there we go. Hot strawberry milk is delicious. And you know what else is delicious? Anytime Spazzy's on the podcast. What's going on, Spazzy?
Spazzy.
What's going on? Welcome back.
Not too much, guys. I will say this. The Last of Us is a super overrated game. And I'll say that because unlike some people on this podcast, I'm not a coward.
Talk to them! He not talking about me, but he talking about some of y'all. He not talking about me, but he talking about somebody over here. It's not me. I don't know who he talking to, but talk to that nigga!
You really did Tito like that, bro.
But my thing is, this is the wrong podcast for Roger's in here every second he gets. That game sucks. I can't believe you care about it.
Because I'm not a coward. That's why.
Now, who are you talking about? Who is he talking? But who is he talking about? Because it's not me.
Tito with Persona, of course. It's definitely Tito. 100% Tito.
Tito, you a coward?
I'm not a coward.
You're definitely a coward.
Who is he talking about? The world may never know. I just know it's not me.
Well, Zeph isn't here, so he can't defend himself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Zeph definitely a coward. He ain't been here in 4 months. Fuck is that guy at?
Been playing some games, maybe? I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff that came out. A lot of stuff in recent days. We had a Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We got 51 Clubhouse Games. We got stuff to talk about in that front. Of course, we've got PS5 news. I mean, really, let's start with this. I want to start with this because people are probably looking at the title of this video saying the price of the PS5 is. And so I want to bring this up to the squad on Japan time right now because I know that is going to be a hotly debated topic. It's something we were expecting to hear about during the PS5 reveal event. It did not happen. So starting in Discord order with 51 Games Gauntlet champion Tito, what do you think the price of the PS5 is going to be?
Don't call him that.
Both versions?
Which version?
Yeah, there's both.
Both.
I think it will be the digital one will be cheaper, and I think it'll be $499.99, and I think the one with the disc will be like some weird ass price. It's gonna be like $50.89, not like $589.99 or some shit.
They're not doing $599
You think
US
it costs
dollars.
$90 more to have a disc drive?
Look, man.
Yeah, because
All I
it's
know
4K.
is all I know is when you got money, it's all the same. You know what I'm
Interesting.
saying? Like,
Can't throw your Blu-rays up in that bitch. That's true.
Fidel, what are you thinking the price is going to be?
So here's what I'm thinking, because it's a 4K Blu-ray player. So I'm thinking it could be up to $100 difference. If it was a regular Blu-ray player, I'd say 50. Because it's 4K, I'm thinking they can, because they want to sandwich Xbox, because Xbox is probably gonna have 2 boxes. So they might, if the smart is $500 to $400, the realistic is $600 to $500.
McDareth?
I think 450 and 400.
450 and 400,
Bro,
really?
that's cap.
Wow, man, wow.
Dude, if it was that cheap,
There's no way that shit's lower than 450. There's no way.
Well, my thing is, I didn't think we were doing both. I just think this console sells to be 450. Well, the one, guys, I'm only interested in the one with the disc. I don't know about the one without the disc. I think that one's gonna be 450 because I feel like
I think it's going to be full 50 pounds.
talk to
It's
him.
like 500 or something.
Right.
it's like they can't. I feel like they're not saying because they're waiting for Xbox. But the big deal is that Sony's trying to get a leg up again, like they did last time, and the biggest leg up they could get if they are cheaper. So like to get cheaper, I think you're gonna be around 450.
Man, I'm feeling 500 discless, 600 disc version is what I'm feeling pretty strongly. I can't imagine the one with the 4K disc drive being anything less than 600 because I think the top of the line Series X is going to be 600 too. And I'm assuming at some point, I don't know if they're going to talk about it, if there's going to be multiple SKUs of the disc drive version with like different memory inside of it. Like, have they announced how much memory is in each one? Does it come with the terabyte or something? Or like,
We don't know yet.
oh, we don't know that yet. Okay, well.
Yeah, it's rumored 2 terabytes, but rumors.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, I feel like 600 is probably the sweet spot. But I can't imagine, like I'm seeing some people saying $699 disc version. That seems unreal.
No, that's crazy.
Like $700? No way.
That's
No
crazy.
way.
What are you thinking, Shofu?
I don't know. I'd say between 5 and 6 for both of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go lower than 5. I don't think.
Spazzy?
I'm gonna say 500 for discless and 550 for the disc version. having a disc drive in there costs more, plus the licensing for UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD. All that's going to add up. I think it's going to be an expensive system, guys. Like, I know that controllers are kind of marked down and sold at a loss for the pack-in one, but just that controller has so much crap in it that's probably going to be at least $90 by itself. Like, this is going to be like, and depending on what they pack in with it, they showed all of those accessories and didn't tell you shit about them. This is going to be expensive, man. I'm thinking 500, 550.
Viren?
I already said, but
I know you said 450 pounds, but
yeah,
to clarify,
it's like $550.
and that's discless or disc? Because I think we got to remember, like, there's the baseline.
Yeah, because there's like, I think it's weird because like how much of that extra stuff is going to be included? Presumably not much. They'll sell it all separately outside of a controller because consoles never include the stuff. But I guess without most of that stuff and just with a controller, I would say, let's say like 520 discless and like 600 with the disc.
All right.
So I also think it's going to be expensive.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing, though, coming out of this PS5 reveal, right, is the games. I think that was the big thing with that Inside Xbox one that we talked about.
Hold on, wait, man. Now that I think about it, that controller about to cost about $300 by itself, so that shit might be about $800 when it comes out.
Well, I think the controller. How much did a PS4 controller sell for?
I think it was
60,
I'm
70, something like that.
Because my guess is that a PS5 one will be 80.
Bro, that controller not less than 80 ever, bro. That shit.
I
know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
That controller's
I think that controller is minimum $80.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay. I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. I think it's definitely $80 minimum. Well, like, I do want to talk about the games. Let's actually start with the games. Should we pull up the games and just go in order? Or should we, like, somebody send it to Shofu. We'll put it in the podcast thing and we'll play all the games on screen. Just turn the volume down so you don't get copywritten. Because I know there was a lot of licensed music in that. Oh, yeah, the trailers and everything, of course. So somebody pull that up, drop that in there. I mean, we could start with the first reveal, which I think was actually really exciting. And for some reason, this caused a stir on Twitter because people didn't know if it was a standalone game or not, which is very stupid.
Grand Theft Auto 5?
Oh, well, we're not talking about that. That was stupid. I guess we could start with that. I don't know
why did they start
with that? It was so dumb.
Why did they start?
It was really dumb.
So dumb.
Because you have like the reactions of everyone, like including myself, be like, "Holy shit, Rockstar, what the fuck?" And then GTA 5, like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I thought they were going to show GTA 5 and then transition into a GTA 6 trailer, which would have been a really strong way to start the whole thing off. But yeah, I mean, does anybody really care in 2020?
The worst part is they didn't even show it running on PS5. Like, they literally just showed the PS4 game and said, "Oh, coming to PS5." Like, it's like, it would have at least been cool to see how they're utilizing next gen. Like, it really was a PS4 trailer, and it's just like, hey, it's going to be...
To be honest, I think that is how it looks on the PS5. I don't think that game's going to look much better.
No, it's not going to look very different at all. Yeah.
It'll just run faster.
I agree with you. But moving on from GTA 5, we actually had the first big announcement, which was Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, this looks clean. And I said on the previous podcast, when we were talking about PS5 and the other generation, that one of two games that they could announce that would really get me excited would be a sequel to Spider-Man or a sequel to God of War. And they heard my prayers. We got a sequel to Spider-Man. Seen a little bit of gameplay for the game. Looks really, really nice, but mostly it was like that opening cinematic. Looked really cool. I love the font. I know that's a really weird minor thing, but like I really like the way that they wrote out Miles' name. It looks really cool to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited. But there were all these weird conflicting reports moving out of this where some people were saying that this is not going to be a standalone game, that this is actually part of a remaster of the original as part of an expansion pack. And then they went out of their way, the developer went out of their way to say, no, this is in fact a standalone game. And still people were reporting on it not being a standalone game. So how it sounds to me, and anybody here can correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds to me like this is a Lost Legacy type situation where we had Lost Legacy coming off of Uncharted 4, where it is a standalone game. It's shorter than the regular experience, but it's still a full regular standalone title. And I'm hyped for that. I mean, that's all I really need. I thought Spider-Man was such a great game on PS4, so if they're doing this, I mean, I'm here for it.
That's a great launch title for sure.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
I mean, it doesn't get better than Spider-Man as a launch title. Like one of the most known IPs in the world. People are just gonna be, because it works for families, it works for adults, everybody. So it's a massive crowd getter.
My big takeaway though is that I would have liked to see more actual gameplay, like an actual trailer. The thing's coming out pretty soon. It's a holiday release.
I mean, there's an August state of play that's gonna go into more depth of the launch stuff. So I think that's when we're gonna see like a bigger gameplay chunk.
Well, I think the weird thing about this is we know there's going to be multiple other little like mini conferences by the time that this eventually comes out. Like we know there's probably going to be something during Summer Games Fest. I guess the Game Awards is later in the year, so that wouldn't be something. Like it'd be out by the Game Awards. But then again, we don't know. We don't have a release date for PS5 yet. This thing could come out like a day before Christmas. We really don't know. I guess that's another thing we haven't talked about. Like when do you think this thing is going to come out?
Well, it's obviously going to be the holiday season.
Yeah, Christmas is canceled because Santa's in quarantine, so he old as shit. So he got so no presents for little Timmy and all the weenies in chat. Santa not going to your house.
Come on.
Well, a game that got announced for Little Timmy is the brand new Ratchet and Clank game.
That's not a Little Timmy game.
Best game.
And I gotta say, man, that game looks absolutely beautiful. That looks like Pixar come to life. I mean, I'm truly blown away by this. Of course, the big thing everybody was talking about when it came to Ratchet and Clank was the new little girl furry lamb box, whatever, or lamb box.
We all knew, man.
I mean, she looks cool though. I think all the new characters and the environments and stuff look really nice. So,
and I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, that trailer was as much a trailer for the PS5 as it was for the actual game.
Yep.
You know what that trailer said? Look at all the bullshit we can load. Look at all this shit.
Yeah.
Look at how we can literally immediately load a new area while Ratchet's just going through this portal.
There's like 2, maybe 3 games that I felt couldn't run on current hardware, and that's one of them. They were loading so much, just jumping in and out of portals.
Now, also, a lot of people forgot, it didn't sell too well. It sold okay, but people are like, well, is this like a sequel to whatever? Well, they remade Ratchet and Clank, the original, because of the movie. And that game is crazy. That game is really good. If you haven't played it, you should just go out and play that game. It's
I've never actually played that.
Yeah, if you like the first Ratchet and Clank, it's objectively a better version. It's just, it's updated in every way and has great, it's just objectively better, other than the fact that you can't, speedrun it as good, because obviously it's better made. So it looks.
I thought it was worse.
I just mean from a
technical standpoint.
Yeah, from a technical standpoint.
Playability.
It's definitely just a better game to play. Because the first game is just based off hardware alone. You know what I mean? Technically it's just a better objective game. Subjectively you can argue one way or the other, but just the way that game moves, it looks very similar, and they're just improving on that for this game. I like Ratchet and Clank and all that shit. That shit dope. But when I watch this game, it's definitely that's what jumped out to me. It's look at all the bullshit we can load.
Y'all playing the wrong trailer. Y'all skipped Gran Turismo.
Why not talk about Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo. I didn't even realize. Y'all skipped Gran Turismo, man. I thought y'all was going in order. I was just playing the video.
It was the better
Why is he playing
Gran from Gran Blue Fantasy?
No, because you guys are talking about Little Timmy, and so Little Timmy I don't think is playing Gran Turismo. Little Timmy's playing Ratchet and Clank, so it was a better segue to do Ratchet and Clank.
Look, I heard we was doing all the games in order, and I just played the video. I was just playing that shit. Fucking Gran Turismo.
I mean, look at this. Look at all the bullshit we can load.
Visually, it's truly unbelievable.
It's a flex game.
Because Gran Turismo I guarantee Gran Turismo sells more than this game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Probably.
Nah, I'm not buying that shit. Of course not. People play that game.
27th best-selling game franchise of all time.
Run the set show from Gran Turismo, bitch.
Bro, no, I'm not playing Gran Turismo.
You want to race cars? Hey.
No.
Welcome, Zeth. Welcome. For the first time in 3 months, welcome back. We love you.
I'm about to go smoke. There's no welcome back.
No. Where are you going?
I just told you where.
You're about to go smoke? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
You should. Why not just sit here? You could smoke and then also be on the show.
Is Twitch gonna blow Shofu away?
Bro,
no.
Why
would they? What?
It was legal.
Oh wait, you live in California, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's audio.
I mean, like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Twitch has banned people for less shit than that.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Bro, Twitch has banned people for less than that.
Oh my god.
Where are the snitches in the chat? The snitches.
Twitch piece of shit, garbage dick website.
No, there's literally a podcast where one of the guests comes on and is literally just smoking weed and is high and getting higher as it goes on. Twitch doesn't do anything. You don't worry about that.
Where the snitches at? There they are.
And again, we're in California, so you're good. Nobody's going to be picking on you or anything like that. But one game I will be picking.
Back.
Hold on, I'm doing a segue. Jesus Christ, I was doing a segue, and then the segue got blown away. That's fine. Whatever.
I have one more thing for Ratchet though, because this game is really impressive, and I originally didn't play this series. I started with Deadlocked, but I really liked Future Tools of Destruction. So I really hope that because they're doing stuff to showcase things, and I really hope when they're doing that, they don't go like the infamous Second Son route. But that game was literally just a demo for the PS4 and not, I didn't really care with what Infamous was, which I don't think Insomniac will do that, but yeah.
So one thing I do want to ask though is the Tools of Future Destruction. Is that what you said it's called?
That's the PS3
Tools
one.
of Destruction.
Is that the time travel one?
Yeah.
That's the last one I played, and I really liked it.
Crack in Time, like those.
Crack in Time is the one I'm thinking of. That game was awesome.
Yeah, there was a PS3 trailer.
What game are we even talking about?
Ratchet.
And he muted his mic.
Oh, dang. All right, well, moving on in order. I was going to go in order of the list that's here in Discord, but now I'm just going to go in order of the video now that I know that that's what Shofu's running with. So let's talk a little bit about...
I can hear you. Just skip to whatever.
Okay, let's talk about Project Athia. This is the new PS5 exclusive from Square Enix. There were rumors going into this that this is the next mainline Final Fantasy game, but this does not look like it. After looking at the trailer, I do feel like this is going to be some new IP from Square.
It's a console exclusive. It's also on PC.
You wouldn't have think Sony would have took the chance to put Square Enix Final Fantasy in their PS5 reveal trailer?
Well,
definitely not a PS5 game. It's definitely not a Final Fantasy game.
Final Fantasy game. Yeah.
It's just a Square Enix game.
I think Square's just publishing it. Looking at Luminous Productions.
Yeah. It looks a lot like that game from the Unreal demo that we talked about a couple episodes ago.
No, literally, it looks like FF15. Look at this, the world, that literally looks like the FF15, look.
It looks like another tech demo.
Well, Luminous is their engine, yeah. So
that's,
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Of course, it looks like that shit.
Exactly. The Twitch chat's right. It has project in the name of it, so it's literally never going to come out.
That's fact.
Well, no, we had Project Octopath Traveler, and we got that.
It was a Sony game reveal. Half these games are going to come out in 5 years. That's just how it's going to work.
Something I hope does not come out in 5 years, though, is Stray, the new PlayStation exclusive that looks really cute from Annapurna, where you play as a cat in a robot apocalypse world. It's got Twitter talking. I certainly enjoyed looking at this trailer. Thought it looked really nice. What do you guys think of Stray?
What do I do in this game?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
You play as a cat. What's wrong?
You play as a cat.
It's free with your PlayStation 5 purchase.
No, that's Astrobot.
That's definitely not free with your PS5 purchase.
I'm just waiting on the cat combat. That's what
What game is free with PS5?
There was some robot game or some shit.
The Astrobot, yeah.
That's the only game I care about.
Gato Roboto.
So I don't have to buy anything.
It's not this game. It's not this game.
You're talking about the Astro Playroom or whatever.
That's a sequel to a VR game, PlayStation VR game.
So, but the one they announced was not a VR game, though, was it?
No.
Okay. Okay. Stray looks really cute, though.
Stray looks good. It's also on Steam. I think that one might be a PS4 game too. Like I said, most of these games are not PS5 exclusives. It's just They just threw them all out there.
Well, I'm going to ask you this, Spazzy. Do you think that Returnal, the new Sony IP, is going to be a PS5 exclusive, or do you think this is going to be cross-gen too?
I think that one's a PS5 exclusive, and I don't know what to think about it, man. I was not too impressed with it. It also has the dumbest name I've ever heard.
It's a play on words. I thought it was okay.
The main character looks a little like Felicity Huffman. That's what I kept thinking throughout the whole trailer. She looks like the girl from Desperate Housewives.
There was a girl in this trailer?
Okay.
She was a woman, thank you.
That's true. Woman. That's true.
Okay.
Talk about Ellen DeGeneres?
That's very problematic. So we're going to move on to the next.
Is that problematic?
How's that problematic? That's what she looks like.
Problematic. We're moving on.
She doesn't
Destruction
look like it.
All-Stars. Problematic. Moving on. Destruction All-Stars is the... we're not talking about this. This game looks like shit. We're going to move on to
Bro, it actually does look like complete dog shit.
That game was like...
This game don't look like shit. This game go crazy.
No,
that game was definitely like... They got some executives in the room and said, kids like Rocket League. Kids like Fortnite. Kids will like this shit.
I want to shout Mike out for this trailer. Because he said, as soon as he saw this shit, he was like, yo, this looks like the Majora's Mask fan trailer for the Wii U. And it was made by those guys. This whole game was made by them.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. Yeah, so apparently this is a small studio. Ember, I think is what it's called.
Ember Lab.
Ember Lab. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, this is probably one of the highlights of the PS5 thing to me. I really think it looks gorgeous.
Right. That game also on Steam and PS4.
It's going to be on PS4?
So you said it's
a PS4
so
game.
You said it's on
man.
Steam.
That does not look like it runs on PS4.
I don't know how it's going to run, but it's going to be on there.
All right.
That boy said, all I heard was Steam.
Honestly, hearing that it's coming to like Steam makes me feel better about this game. Because I looked at this game and I thought to myself, this looks like one of those.
Every game coming to Steam for you.
Why am I buying a fucking PS5?
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck is the point?
Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, Horizon.
Spider-Man is going to be on PS4 as well.
Unless those games all come to PC as well, because you got to remember too, Sony did say that most of their exclusives moving into next gen are also going to be on PC, and actually Horizon set the precedent because Horizon's now on PC. So now I'm wondering. I don't know.
Death Stranding, it's also going to PC.
That's right,
bro. So I don't know if that's the play for Sony because Microsoft at least made Windows. It's like putting on, I don't know. It's weird. I guess people are obviously still going to buy the console because it's so convenient. Not everyone wants to fucking, you know.
And I'm sure,
still,
like,
I don't know. It's weird.
Playing Kena Bridge of Spirits is probably going to be a lot better on PS5 than PS4. But I can probably wait, personally. I'll just get it on PS4,
Yeah, this next game is definitely something I'm not playing. This is like Furry High School or something. What's this called?
Scaly High School, thank you.
Volcano High or something like that?
Yeah, Goodbye Volcano High.
Goodbye Volcano High.
Does anyone know what the hell this game actually is?
Like, the only thing I've heard about this game is that every character in it is gay. That's all I've heard.
Also, they're dinosaurs.
Bro,
That's the thing is that it's a dinosaur game, right? Is that like you could see in the logo the meteorite coming down to wipe out the dinosaurs?
Yeah, I think, okay, from what I gathered...
Wait, you're talking about this fucking weird-ass Goodbye Volcano High shit, right?
Yeah.
Literally, if I was paid $7 trillion, would not touch that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Get me out of here.
It looks like a shitty cartoon.
Get me, bro. Unlimited, infinite money would never touch that game. That game look weird as fuck. Never, bro.
I don't
never in my life would I touch that game. Jesus Christ Almighty!
I don't know why they show games and then literally no gameplay. I don't know what I'm supposed to take away from this.
I mean, that was the thing.
I get visual novel vibes from that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was a visual novel.
Never would ever.
I'm just like, why? Like, why does it have to be here, bro? Like, it's just a weird choice, bro. This is a PS5 review. So I just want to know, bro. They came into the room, they presented this trailer, and someone was like, "Fuck yes, we're putting it in."
They were trying to show like a variety of games, but if you're trying to show like the PS5, like how badass the system is, I don't know. There's also that game with the fruit or whatever. We'll get to later.
Oh god. bug shit or whatever. Oh, geez.
Yeah, the
We'll
Octodad
talk
game.
about Bugsnax. We'll talk about Bugsnax. We'll get there. So then there was a trailer for a new Oddworld. Looks like okay.
Yeah. If you like Oddworld, it looks great.
There's a trailer for Ghostwire Tokyo, which I definitely thought was a PS4 game. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I love the idea of it being like a thriller in Japan, but
That one's also going to be on PC, and it's a timed exclusive, so it's eventually going to Xbox. So,
okay.
I don't know.
Should look weird.
That game would be awesome in VR.
Like
That's one thing
right?
I saw when I saw that. I'm like, that would be a sick VR game.
yeah, I mean, it looks good. I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
What else? We got Ghostwire Tokyo. We have Jet the Far Shore.
Whatever. Skip.
I don't know what that game was about, to be honest.
Just skip. There's literally actually nothing to talk about.
Well, PlayStation always has those games like Journey, Flower. It just seems like one of those.
Whoa.
Exploration.
Hey, R2D2, you good, bro?
McDareth, you sound like a Game Boy.
Their voice sound like Rob. He sound like
Okay. So it's like those games like Journey and
R2D2.
Flower. Okay.
All
look,
right.
dealing
All right, moving on. We've got
Very atmospheric.
Godfall. What is this? What is this game?
Like
It's
Gearbox
made by-
game.
Yeah, Gearbox. It's basically
Okay, wait, hold on. It's not made by. They just published it. It's not made
whatever.
Oh, really? Whatever,
Yes.
something.
It's a looter shooter. You like that shit?
said
Then
what?
you play that shit.
That
Okay,
looks like a
so-
Switch game. I'm looking at this trailer. This looks like a Switch game.
It looks exactly like Warframe. Like,
It
if you ever
reminds
play
me of,
Warframe,
like, Kingdoms of Amalur.
No, I've never played Warframe.
But I
it's
don't
free
think
on
I
Switch,
Oh,
man.
this is the game with that trash ass song playing in the background during
Yeah,
the
it's
trailer.
fine.
That shit was ass.
Trying to figure out who was singing.
I
was
did not
who
like
is
that shit.
It was
It was like Joyner Lucas or
very
something.
whack.
All right. Well, moving on from Godfall, we have Solar Ash. Now, this looks more like a Journey game that I would want to play. This looks better than the Far Shore looking game.
Hey, go ahead and tell him, Viram. Go ahead and tell him, big dog.
You
Go ahead and
got
talk
one year
to
with
him.
it.
Go ahead and
You got
talk to him,
one year
bro.
with it.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I worked on this game.
Did you?
Yeah.
So,
Well, congratulations.
I am working on this game currently.
Nice. Oh, awesome. Can you tell us anything about it? Any exclusive scoops?
Nope. I like my job, so I can't tell you anything.
I don't know. I like Hyper Light Drifter. Looks like Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah,
so
it looks pretty.
I'm down.
Like I said, I mean, this looks like the Journey type game that actually looks good to me. I think to me the Far Shore one, I don't know if it's like the muted colors or
This
something.
game, if it's anything like Hyper Light Drifter, it'll be nothing like Journey at all.
No, I know, but I'm saying visually. I don't mean gameplay wise. I mean visually.
That's a good
Yeah.
game, though.
Yeah, looks very pretty. Then we got Hitman 3. You want to skip that, or are we moving on?
It's
Yeah.
Hitman. Sure is
Yeah.
Hitman.
Really, there's not much to talk about.
And then we got Astro's Playroom, which is what you guys brought up earlier. This is the game that I guess is going to come bundled in with it or something.
This one, it has everything from Mario. You got the same, like, there's straight up things here that are straight up from Mario. You got the skating, the same thing as Galaxy. He's got a little spin move that's exactly from Galaxy. He's got that gliding level, which is like the one from Galaxy 2. Even when he jumps on top of the little umbrella things, it's exactly like Odyssey. It's like this game, not unshamed to steal shit.
Well,
But
there's
it's free.
another moment like
Bro.
that a little bit later on that we'll get to. We'll
Little
talk about
Devil
that.
Inside. This game looked fire to me.
Hey, Sean, go ahead and throw up that
This
picture
is
that I
dope.
put, bro.
Huh? Not yet.
Oh, you got it? Oh, you got it. I forgot you put the trailer on.
Not yet, bro. Oh my.
This game is looking crazy, bro. This game is looking crazy.
So I visually, obviously, I'm not super impressed.
What?
It doesn't come off PS5
You're
game.
garbage. Look at this shit.
Wait. I'm explaining why, though. I like the art style, but it doesn't look like a PS5 showcase kind of game to me. It does look good, but I just don't think it looks like a PS5 showcase.
Did y'all
Okay.
see the quote
I like
unquote controversy?
Surfing on
about
the
the game?
muffins, I think, looks really fun. What's the controversy?
Is there?
Hey, yeah. So if you scroll back, after you show what you're gonna show, I'll show you. But finish your point. It's in this trailer.
This is all we need to see
The
right here.
street store? Right here.
There it is. There
All
it
we need
is.
to see
Yes,
is the
sir.
Look at the dude. Look at the dude at the front of the Schmeat store, bro. You know he about that shit.
He is chopping that shmeat.
That boy is about that.
I mean, the characters at least look funny. The characters look funny.
Schmeat.
This game looked cool. I don't know. I don't really know what you actually do.
I don't care. I'm copping.
It looked like
it looked a little Monster Hunter to me.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like a Monster Hunter game. Like in terms of like the old guy's gonna be like, "Hey, go get me this."
No. That's him when he was younger. He's basically like
more fire.
Yeah. That's him just remembering his young journeys and seeing how now all he does is like stay home and shit and do whatever the fuck.
Oh, the old guy.
Sure, because there's a part at the start of the trailer where they're both in the same room.
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought that's the guy who hires him or something.
I thought it was him because why would they keep showing parallels between? I guess he
think he's like the guy who's like sending them. I mean, obviously we don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're in the same shot at the very beginning.
Oh.
And I assume that he's like the mission giver, and that guy goes out and like hunts everything for this dude, while this guy's out here buying schmeat.
Schmeat, man.
Yeah, I thought the part. I thought it was like the old man. It's like the duality of their two lives. The old man's
right, exactly
living his normal life.
Right,
This guy has to go through all these troubles.
The gameplay looks a little Monster Hunter to me.
Yeah,
like for the little bits where they're fighting, which is not a bad thing at all. I mean, that's good. Monster Hunter's got great combat, so yeah, I'm interested for sure. Like I said, it just didn't seem like a showcase game to me. Was the only thing. I like the visual style. It's just doesn't really seem like something that's like really pushing PS5. Wait, so what was the controversy with this then? What I'm curious what the controversy was with this game.
It's so I read about it very briefly. Obviously, I don't have a lot of context, but basically, a bunch of people complained about the little like tribal dudes at the beginning of the trailer who were training around because they had like dreadlocks and they had like dark skin, yada yada yada.
Got it. Okay.
So the publisher came out and said basically that they're gonna change those characters based off of people yelling at them and shit. I didn't read everything, but that's kind of what I got.
Got it.
Because if you look at the beginning of the trailer, for those of you who haven't seen or missed it, he's getting chased by like, which would be their equivalent if we're equivalent it to Monster Hunter. I guess it looks like their version of like the Jakus from Monster Hunter. So, but they like have dreads and they have blow. They have like things. They have things in their hand that look like blow darts. They look like fucking blunts. Like they look like weed. Like, so I don't know, man.
Kind of background on this game, if you guys didn't know, it was actually a 2015 Kickstarter for PS4, Xbox, and Switch. This one right now it's a timed exclusive for PS4 and PS5, and once again, also Steam.
Wow. Yeah, so I have no idea all these games are coming to other platforms. Like, why did they even show them?
Yeah, like it's because Sony wanted to show everything off, but like when you actually look into it, they had some really awesome exclusives, but not as many as you'd think.
To be fair, though, I do feel like even if they're not exclusives, if they're shown at a Sony event, a lot of the time, like mainstream people who just like will watch it and be like, "Oh, I'm going to get this game or get this game," they think about it as being a game on that system. Which is why it's such a big deal that they actually do end up getting these things shown at certain conferences, because then people start to, think about those games in the context of that system.
And it's good for Sony too, because it shows this is still the library for a system that's coming out soon. You can get them on other,
but this is still what's going to be on our platform. So yeah. Also, Mike is joining us. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, what's going on?
We're talking about the PS5 reveals right now. So we just finished Devil Inside.
My bad. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
Were you talking to Mike? I thought you were explaining something. I interrupted.
No. I was welcoming him to the show.
I was gonna say, I think more than anything now, more so than like the past generations for sure, the price of the PS4 and the Xbox might determine which one wins this time, because everything is also just gonna go to PC.
Yeah.
They're playing chicken, man. Like Microsoft and Sony are playing chicken on who's going to reveal the price first.
Because I think for the next little while, it's reached the point where hardware has peaked for how affordable they can make consoles. And it's just going to depend on which one isn't $800.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they both have 2 units now, right? Because they want to get that like low and high price.
Well, it also seems too, it's like they're playing chicken with the price.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, like,
Optimus Prime, is that you?
Bro. Robot.
Yeah, who's Wally now, bitch?
Whoa!
Hey! All
Talk to him.
right. Bro, McDermott was fed up.
Talk to him.
He's had enough.
Look,
He's done, bro.
but, and I guess this is kind of a question for those of you who are more inclined for numbers, because I'm not. Like, what is still the percent? Like, how much of the market share do PC owners like encompass? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, like, here's the thing. Like,
the whole thing is like, you would not buy a console if you have a PC that can do the same thing either better or for the cheaper, right? That's kind of like the appeal of having a PC. You can play everything or most things for cheaper or whatever. So, but I don't know how many people.
Now, whose concern is that? Because a nigga like me getting everything anyways.
Of course.
Is my mic working again? Am I good?
now you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had to go back and actually listen to the stream to see what I sounded like, and then all I heard was McDermott going, "Who's Wally now, bitch?" So I like it. All right, what are we on right now? What are we on?
We're talking about how, like, because Tito was asking how many people actually game on PC. Well, you think about like Steam. There's like on average 13 to 20 million people live on. So that's like a big chunk. Then you have to think a bunch of other games that aren't Steam, like the EAXs and the. So there's probably like realistically like 70 million plus people actively gaming on PC, and then you look at PS4. Obviously, like right now is over 100 million units, and Xbox is around. They don't give numbers, but like based on what people find stats and shit, it's around 40 to 50, and Switch right now is at 50. So it's like. I think it's always going to be the case that like the PC gamers will be on PC and that audience will continue to steadily grow. And I really just do think no matter what, you look at every PlayStation home console, they all sell incredibly well. So there's like literally they just don't have like Xbox could sell well, but that's not going to be competition for PlayStation because they just own that, like the big premium home console.
Hold on. I get what you're saying, but your argument completely ignores the 360.
No, because 360 sold 90 million, but at the end, PS3 outsold it. It's at 100 million.
That's because that gen went on for 10 years.
For sure.
People were bored at the end.
Wait.
Yeah,
PS3 outsold 360
at the end. Yeah,
they pulled it out at the end because that generation went on so long, and Xbox had already kind of pulled support to try to build stuff for the One, and Sony just pushed it out, man. Most Sony, the majority of PlayStations are sold after the Slim model releases. That's just like a fact you can look up.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. But my point is just, I think no matter what, right now, PlayStation, like right now, Xbox has to fight double. Like Nintendo's always in their own zone, we know that. But it's like for Xbox, they right now have to. Like their next showcase has to, even if they don't have shit ready.
Xbox can own America. They can own North America. Like, because North America isn't. They're kind of brand agnostic. We just kind of jump from everywhere. Europe, I think, is always going to be Sony, although Xbox can make some inroads. And Japan's always going to be Sony and Nintendo. Actually, Nintendo, Nintendo has is selling more than Sony there.
Yeah. I was actually just I went back to the sales thing because I just did not remember that about PS3 at all. It says that there were 84 million 360s sold, 87 million PS3s, and then 101 million Wiis during that generation, which is pretty insane. So
I think also like one of the things that, I mean, historically, a lot of the selling point between choosing one or the other between Xbox and PlayStation was library, right?
It's always library.
Everyone who played Gears of War got an Xbox. If you played fucking, whatever PlayStation had, then you had a PlayStation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then if you didn't care or you played like Doom or like, Quake, you had a PC. But now, especially given the fact that the world is literally on fire and like, the amount of expendable income that people are projected to have, and I only know this because I work at a bank and we have analysts who figure out how much people are going to be spending.
Yeah,
like the numbers that we're getting from the National Treasury are like insane. But we're talking like almost half of the normal disposable income for the average American, at least in America, in the United States, that will have come Christmas time. So the price more so than
the very beginning too, though, is I feel like Nintendo really can clean sweep this holiday, especially if that Mario collection rumor is true. Because if
they need to up their production, though.
Right, but literally, if they drop the price $50 amidst all of this, and they have Mario, it's done. I mean,
actually, you're right. Like if Sony, by that time, Sony and Microsoft will both have shown their price, and it'll be well over, I think, $400.
Oh, easily. And right now, the Wii still hasn't had a price drop. It still hasn't had a price drop.
Says,
I mean, what am I saying? The Wii, the Switch. You know what I mean? The Switch still hasn't had a price drop.
Nintendo says, here's 3 of your favorite Mario games ever, plus the console for $250.
Man,
there goes Christmas.
I mean, plus there's like, they're going to keep pushing Animal Crossing and Pokemon and stuff and Smash leading into the holiday as well with DLC.
Now potentially,
plus, COVID cut down a lot of
Mario Kart
factories. I
wait,
was surprised.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Mario Kart, what?
There's a few people, multiple people have been saying that Mario Kart's coming, and
This
was going to
year.
release as a holiday game, but got pushed back to 2021.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I did not hear about that. What are there any details about this Mario Kart game?
No.
No, just it's a rumor making the normal rounds.
Okay.
But that's another thing you got to think about is the fact that I don't know how many Xbox Series X's and PlayStation 5s are going to be ready for the launch.
They even said PlayStation straight up said it's gonna launch with limited quantity, so like they're aware, obviously. Yeah, I mean, again, it's right now. I mean, especially back then, you bought consoles, especially where your friends went, right? And now with crossplay becoming the norm, right? Like now you're weird if you don't do crossplay and shit. It really depends now on what specific games you have. So more and more, it's becoming about games. And either way, I mean. A big thing right now is that Xbox for the next 2 years, they say their first parties are going to be on Xbox One and Series X.
Wow.
So that's a big thing of Xbox just wants you to have an ecosystem. They want you to try their xCloud. They want you to do Game Pass. They don't care where you play or what you play as long as you're part of their branding. Whereas PlayStation, they want to do traditional. They want to be like, we're just the big box you get every 5-6 years or whatever. Obviously, when cloud stuff kicks off, that'll be a different story. But for now, they want to. They both have obviously the same market, but they have different goals.
Yeah, they're calling it smart delivery. So basically, if you buy any version of, I don't know, say Cyberpunk, whatever, you buy it, you can put it in your Xbox One, and then 2 years later, you get an Xbox Series X. That same disc will just update with patches.
Yeah.
I just, because I know projected numbers, I just think everyone's taking an L. Every single person is taking an L this Christmas, and I don't think anybody. I would not be surprised if most sales for any console coming out this year aren't going to happen. Like that drops this year, rather, aren't going to start actually becoming the real sales until like next summer. Like you're not going to sell half of what you think you're going to sell if you're Sony or Xbox. You're not going to or what you were projected to at the beginning of the year.
Parents are going to look for how much stuff they can get their kids for Christmas for like $300, I think.
Right.
And
blowing them stimulus checks straight up.
Nintendo's there waiting.
Yeah, if Switch has a price drop, has some good bundles, and they up the production, it could be a big holiday for Nintendo.
Yeah.
We're already approaching like ridiculous amounts of Switches sold, so
halfway to.
Oh my god!
Is that Chibi Robo?
No, that's Wally, bro.
Now he's gone.
That's Mr. Game & Watch.
That's Starscream, bro.
Jesus Christ!
He left.
Domo Ori.
Now what do we do?
The Iron
Zeph,
Giant
when do you think
looking
we're
ass.
actually gonna? When do you think we're gonna hear about the Mario stuff? Because like I feel like they gotta announce it soon, right?
Some dude said after Paper Mario.
All right.
Or like around or after Paper Mario.
Yeah, it was Nate Drake on Reset Era, I think, was saying that.
Yeah, he's one of the ones I don't really trust.
Wait, hold on. That was way too much background noise. What the fuck is going on in here?
Is that me?
No, he was spazzy, bro.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, you good, man.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
I think the play for Nintendo at the moment is not to announce or release. Obviously, release. They can't now, but not to announce anything until after Pokemon is out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because they're probably going to want Twitter to be talking about just that. Because this is a little, I guess, side thing because Roger's gone. I just bought the Pokemon DLC. I'm honestly not excited about it.
Not
I don't know
at
why
all.
I bought it.
I mean, obviously,
I'm pretty sure I just bought it because I'm a fucking drone. But
It'll be like that
I
sometime.
have a little bit of hope because something I think a lot of us have forgotten is Sword and Shield didn't advertise shit to us. Remember how many Pokemon we found out about through leaks?
Right.
There was like 20 Pokemon shown,
like a
and
lot.
then when the leaks happened, there was like 80. So I have a little bit of hope, but oh yeah, and the level scale in the DLC, which I think is pretty awesome. But other than that, I don't.
What's the
give a-
level
yeah.
scale in the DLC?
So the opponents will scale to you if you're like level 100 or something.
Oh, that's fire.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
about fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, I
But
I
I'm
don't
fully
know-
prepared to like. I don't like Kubfu or Urshifu very much. So for me, I'm fully prepared to play for an hour, do those towers, and then they'll be like, okay, wild area. There's
That's
your
100% what that shit's gonna be. There's no doubt in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Of course.
We know who made this game.
At least raids are clean. They're fun when they're new and fresh, and there's all these new Pokemon. But yeah,
It's just astounding. I mean,
I think we're paying for Tundra, honestly, and this is just to hold us over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tundra feels like the notable one.
I don't know about that, man.
Bro, Tundra has everything. It has all the legendaries.
You can
It
buy them
has
individually, though. It's not like it's a
Oh
package.
yeah, true.
Yeah, you can buy
Wait,
them
can you?
individually.
What the fuck is the point of this one being small? Why does
What do we get in this one? We get the starters.
Oh,
You
bro.
get with their
you get
abilities.
starters, you get new
The new wild area.
You get the new Pokemon. Yeah, there's the new Pokemon.
The Reggies.
No, that's in the
old
next one. That's in
Pokemon.
the next one. I'm talking about the one that's coming out.
all the legendaries are in the next one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
except
I
for
think you get. Yeah, you get the Gigantamaxes, the Dexes. That's about it. Oh, don't you get the that new?
no, you
like,
can't buy them separately. I thought you could. Oh, it's 30 for both of them together. I thought it was.
Yeah, that's why
Oh,
I just.
Yeah.
right. Never mind. You're right. My bad.
That's why I think the Tundra is the main thing, and the other shit is just holding us till then.
I don't know, man.
Why, Mike?
That's what I thought when the first Breath of the Wild DLC came out,
But that shit was ass.
and then the second one came out. It wasn't much better.
Wait, all right. What are you guys talking about now? My mic is hopefully fixed. I'm
Oh,
back.
I just brought up Pokemon because I just bought the DLC, but
Is it out yet?
No.
Friday?
When is it?
I was just saying that I don't have hopes for it or anything. But we didn't know anything about Sword and Shield until the leaks happened, and then we knew about like 80 more Pokemon, so maybe it'll be cool. But I don't know. It's sort of weird that the only fucking Pokemon they've advertised is Slowbro.
Well, it's Slowbro and then the Galarian, Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos.
Those are
They're
in
in
the
the next
Tundra.
update. Yeah.
What about like the Reggies?
They're in the next one.
Tundra.
Oh, so it's literally just Slowbro is the only Pokemon?
As far as
There's
we
no way.
know, the only one they've advertised.
There's gotta be some other Galarian forms or something. I feel like there has to be. There's no way
Oh,
it's
and
just
wait,
Slowbro.
we forgot about Kubfu, and that's it. That's it.
There's no way. There's got to be some other Galarian forms. Give me Galarian Lickitung or something,
Definitely
please.
not shown ones. There's definitely not shown.
How do you know that?
I don't know, because Sword and Shield had a whole bunch of unshown ones, but I don't know, man.
Because the game wasn't out yet.
Look, bro, I just paid $30. Let me have this.
No, you can't keep lying to yourself. I won't allow
I have
this.
to.
I won't allow this.
All right, well,
God damn it.
Something I think at least we can all agree looks worse than Pokemon is Bugsnax, because that's the next game that we're talking about in this PS5 event.
Talking about Bugsnax.
That was a nice
Talk about
transition, man.
Bugsnax.
Good segue.
Beautiful transition. There you go. Thank you very much. So we got the Bugsnax reveal during the PS5 event. I got to say the music kind of slaps, though. The music's pretty good.
Yeah, that's Caro Bonito or whatever.
Go ahead.
But I don't know what is going on with this googly eye
I think that game looks sick.
game.
The
What?
new,
It's
PS3
pretty
game.
good,
Am I
bro.
living in like an alternate universe? Wait,
I
what?
think it looks sick.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It could be like another Viva Pinata.
What?
See, that's the vibe.
Are you
I
trolling me?
got,
Wait, you're
but
trolling me.
I
You don't
know.
actually think this looks good.
Nah, bro, that's Bugsnax.
What are you talking about?
No, I
Talking
know.
about Bugsnax.
Bugsnax. What the fuck is that?
Is
Remember
that
the
game
with
where
the
everyone
strawberry
can
spider
improve
and the
what
rib
is it when
steak?
you eat?
The dude had sausage hands.
Oh, that game looks like fucking ass. No, I'm with Roger. I'm with Roger.
I was going crazy for a second.
But at the same time, right at the same time, the shit that happened at the very end of the trailer, I was fucking with that shit. So I'm like, I was fucking with the fucking monster that was made out of all the different food that was laying around.
There's this thing about this game where like what you just start murdering people. Like I bet like this game is just gonna be like come out rated M.
I think it'll be cool. I think it could be.
It reminds me a little bit of Cubivore. Did you guys play that on GameCube?
I know what that is.
That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's Cubivore, but they all have googly rare eyes.
It's fucked up.
I just think it's a weird game to show off like with your ultra powerful new console.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's one of those like, just I don't know how you sit that like this literally looked like a late PS2 game, like an HD remaster of a PS2 game. Yeah. I'm just like, why is this here, bro? But I guess I don't know.
Looked like an Xbox Live game from Xbox 360.
Literally, like.
I'm tired. I didn't think this many people hated Bugsnax. This is unbelievable.
I didn't
that game. People hate what they don't understand. Okay,
that's true.
That game. All I seen was some weird ass bullshit going on my fucking screen, man.
Yeah, but you know what I immediately understood when I saw the trailer? Demon Souls remake, baby. Let's go. Demon Souls coming back.
The more exciting thing about that.
Gorgeous remake. Oh my god! Can we talk about that for a moment? As soon as I saw that castle, oh my god, dude. The visuals, it's demon time, ladies and gentlemen. It's demon time.
This shit was part of another leak that involved Bloodborne Remastered for PS5 and PC, which would be nice.
Look at this, man. I'm rewatching this trailer right now. Throw this up on screen, Shofu. Look at this.
Looked amazing. Especially, dude, one time when I saw the side-by-sides where I was like, holy fuck, there's like a new game, basically.
Yeah, Demon Souls was pretty close to the launch of the PS3, I think.
Yeah.
So it's definitely...
It was, yeah.
Insane how ugly the other... Like, it's... I couldn't believe it. It's like a new game. It's
the Tower Knight? Tower Knight. I geeked out a little bit, man. Have you guys played Demon Souls before?
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
Okay. You have or you haven't?
I have.
Oh, you have. Okay, good. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I love this game. And it definitely needed a remake. I think if you go back and look at what the visuals look like, I mean, it did not age well. So I'm just stoked, man. Seeing the dragon god at the ending and everything, like shit. It looks good. It looks good. What was after Demon Souls? Oh, Deathloop. This is the Dishonored team's new game, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we saw that at E3.
Yeah, that was on E3 last year.
E3. Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
See, I feel like no one remember because the trailer they showed at E3 was not very good.
It's also because nobody watched the Bethesda E3 presentation except for like me and 12 other people.
Oh yeah, you're right. I never watched it.
I watched it. I watched all of them, but the PC and fucking the Devolver Digital.
Oh my god, I watched the PC one. I was live react to the PC one with my friends. It never wanted to end. It was like,
really, because that's definitely not what I witnessed when I tuned into your stream for a little bit. What I witnessed was you thirsting over some British girl and trying to dox her on your stream, finding out what her name is and her Twitter account. That's what I remember. And I was looking at your Twitch stream, Fidel.
No.
That's what I remember.
That was the chat.
That was not the chat. That was you thirsting over her accent and being like, is she married? She's married. I can't believe she's married. I was there. I was watching.
What's going on?
I can't lie. I was there.
Listen. All I said was she was a British Kawakami from Persona. And then the chat went up on Twitter. It was like, oh, yo, Fidel, you need to stop. And she's married. I'm like, oh, well, I can't do anything. No, I'm out.
It was not that quick. It was literally the entirety of the stream.
Listen, man, there was nothing else to do.
For 20 minutes, and literally for 20 minutes, it was you talking about this British Kawakami girl.
You were watching. Was there any game to? There was either that host that never wanted to shut up, or her.
I had it listening in the background while I was editing stuff. No, of course not.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Deathloop is what's going on. That's what we're watching. Oh, he doesn't even have the trailer on screen. So we're not even. All right, okay, let's actually get into some controversy for a little bit because I think I'm the only person on the planet who feels this, and I want to know if any of you guys feel the same way. So a trailer started off after Deathloop. Could you play this actually, Shofu? Could you put this on screen?
Send it. What is it? Pass it.
It's the one it's in the. I mean, it's the RE trailer. It's the RE8 trailer.
So what?
It's in the video. Resident Evil. It's in the video that you're linked.
Deathloop looked pretty clean though. Pretty
I
excited
thought
for that
it
one.
looked really good. This trailer is much better at selling the game.
Yep.
So, this Resident Evil trailer, though, let's talk about this. It opens up, and it looks bad to me. It looks like visually not very good. And
It looks
I was
worse
shocked.
than the remix.
And I thought at first, especially because all the rumors about this Resident Evil 8 looking so amazing and so unbelievable that it has to be on the new systems, I was thinking this can't be Resident Evil. Like, I was doing my live reaction, I thought, oh, this is a Resident Evil. Like, this is some other weird rip-off horror game. And then you see the Umbrella logo later on, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is Resident Evil. And now there's like werewolves and witches, which I'm sure are all going to be tied to Umbrella too, where like they're experimenting. Or I mean, it's given me an RE4 vibe, which is exciting about the actual atmosphere. But the game itself, especially the little bits of gameplay that we saw, looks really bad and like way too early. They should not have shown this yet. I'm sure the game is going to be awesome. I love Resident Evil. I'm sure the game's going to be good. But this trailer did not do this game justice at all.
I don't think it looks that big. Well, apparently what I saw later on is apparently the PS4 version of this game actually got canceled. Like they were gonna have a PS4 version and realized that they just can't run it or do it. So
I mean, but it does not look like it's running there. It's running 12 frames per second. The little bit of gameplay that we see.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's probably why it looks a little worse because they've been trying to probably optimize for both. And now that they've canned the PS4, and they could probably take their time to just like fully use it on the PS5.
While the trailer's going on Shofu's stream right now, you can see it. So like once it got into the stuff with the village and you see the mansion, it started to look really good. Like by the time it got to the witches and the stuff in the mansion and the lighting effects, it was beautiful. But just that opening first chunk of this trailer, dude, did not look good to me.
Fair.
Yeah,
I agree. Because when I first saw this, I think this doesn't seem like Resident Evil. It seems like the Until Dawn team doing something.
Totally, yeah.
The design work for everything looks very RE7 though. Like that's why it clued me off pretty fast. But
also, why does Chris Redfield looks like a totally different person now?
He looks like a totally different person in every game though.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, because
he looks a lot like RE5 now.
Yeah, totally. I don't know why they made him look the way he did in 7. Then that's just strange. But you got the village subtitle. You know, with the you got to get the 8 in there.
Yeah. What they're doing is basically because the character you are is the same character from 7, and then like at the end of 7,
you're playing as Ethan.
So yeah,
right.
Yeah, so that's a thing, right? So for me, Resident Evil went from Leon's story to now it's just the story about everyone trying to fuck up Umbrella Corps. Like that's what it is.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah. Come on, Leon wasn't even like in it till 2. It's always
yeah, but like Leon was the main character. Like he was like you play as Leon, you do a bunch of dumb shit as Leon.
Well, no. 5 was not Leon.
No, man.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, but Leon, he was the main character of 4, but I mean, he's not been the main character in all the games. In the majority of the games, he's not been the main character.
Yeah, like Chris and Jill, I think have probably had more starring roles than he has if you include Revelations and shit.
Oh, ew.
I mean, even without Revelations, I'll say Chris has more games
Definitely.
than him.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I like Leon, but...
Fuck Ethan, too. Boring shit.
Ethan is kind of boring.
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah,
he is because he's not like he's just a dude. That's what I liked about 7 is that like it takes this character who's not some specially trained, special forces or just an officer who just gets tossed into this stuff and has to deal with it.
No,
and so like it was interesting if they're trying to reimagine the series and do it that way, and then maybe this game can show you how he gets accustomed to how all this stuff goes down or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you one thing for sure. I'm sure Resident Evil 8 is going to be better than Last of Us. So moving on, we've got a trailer for Pragmata. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit. Again, Shofu, if you could pull this up on screen. Did anybody else think this was a Death Stranding game at first?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I thought for sure Kojima.
I thought that was the Kojima Productions. Like, you know, he has like that robot.
The
as
robot,
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
exactly what I thought it was.
So it has not yet been confirmed, I don't think, the development team behind this game. And we know that Kojima is basically a freelance studio. They could make like games with whatever publisher and whatever system
Are
they
they?
want. Yeah, they definitely are.
We know
They
it's
are not like
Capcom, but-
fully owned by. So I would not be shocked if this is actually a Kojima game and we're going to find out at the Game Awards. Kind
But
of
it's
similar to what they
Capcom.
happened with Phantom Pain. Remember when we first saw Phantom Pain and we didn't know it was a Metal Gear game? And then eventually they did the reveal of another Phantom Pain trailer and we saw it was actually MGS5. I think that's what this is. I
But no,
think
wait,
this is
Russ,
actually Death Stranding.
Wait, who did you say it was
we know,
from?
No, we know this is Capcom.
Yeah, it's
I know it's, but my point.
You think it's
is
Capcom and Kojima?
Yeah, so Capcom is a publisher, but we know if they're developing
Look
it yet.
at this girl's
don't know
hair,
anything,
bro.
yo.
Who did this?
Horrible.
Ugly.
Because we know it's a Capcom game. I know everyone's yelling at Capcom, but Capcom's a publisher and not just a developer. This could very well be a Kojima Productions game published by Capcom.
But you know what?
absolutely see
It's super Kojima, but all Kojima's stuff recently has been like trying to get to photorealism, and the characters in this game look stylized, like almost like a Final Fantasy game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah.
It
Yeah,
looks like it's the RE engine.
Yeah, actually.
It does a little bit, actually, now that I'm looking at it again.
But it was such a weird call to show this because it ends with 2022, and I'm like, did we really need like a game to know that this is a 2022 game? It's a weird choice.
I mean, if it's a new IP for next gen, I mean, I think it's kind of exciting to see it early.
Yeah,
I'm more interested in this than I was with the was it Returnal or whatever it was called.
Returnal, right?
Yeah, like I'm way more interested in this. This is some weird cybernetic Death Stranding looking thing on the moon. Like, I'll play this.
I won't.
Okay. Will you play Horizon 2?
Never played the first
Yeah.
one.
All right.
I'm
Well,
pretty-
let's talk about Horizon 2
I'm
for a
pretty
little bit
sure
because this
like,
trailer.
games like that always come out on the same day as another game I want to play, so I never end up playing them.
Well, Horizon came out same week as Breath of the Wild.
That's
didn't it?
why I didn't play that.
The
shit.
first one. Yeah, that's why. I think you can get it really cheap on PS4 now, though. It's like $15 or $20 or something.
too
You can
late.
get it.
I think the first one's coming to PC too, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, the first one is coming to
Yeah.
PC. Yeah. And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier with now a lot of these exclusives are also on PC. So it's like, why not just get it on computers?
Yeah, a lot of like I feel like a lot of the criticism of the first game was because it came out at the same time as Breath of the Wild, is that it felt more restrictive because Breath of the Wild you can climb anywhere, do anything.
Yeah.
And this trailer was like aping Breath of the Wild vibes. I think they're going to try to do that with the climbing and some of the other shots. Game looks really nice though. The underwater section, that's the other time, that and Ratchet, where I'm like, this can't be done on current gen stuff. There's so much going on underwater.
Well, even
So
like the
much
lighting
stuff.
effects in the jungle area looks really cool. And yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of the big graphical showcases of the PS5 event. I mean, I'm stoked to play this. I really do like the original Horizon. I didn't play it until fairly recently, but then when I did finally play it, I was like, man, this is like really good. Probably one of my favorite games on PS4. So I'm stoked to play the sequel. And yeah, I mean, just based on everything in the trailer, it really looks beautiful. I love the creature design. We literally got the Mammoth Boys at the ending. We see the giant robot Woolly Mammoths. That's really cool. It's funny you mentioned like aping Breath of the Wild because there's a moment in that trailer where it looks like a giant guardian in the background.
Oh yeah, there's multiple times where you see like those guardian like claws, and I'm like,
yeah.
And even that shot at the end where she looks into the vista, it looks like she's looking to a tower, kind of like it's Ganon's tower in the middle. So they obviously, and there's obviously the shot climb. Like I love how Breath of the Wild started that sideways hill trailer shot, which like every company tries to do now in their trailers.
Yeah. Wasn't there a shot of that during the PC gaming show where it was like somebody was running up a hill and then the hill turned upside down, but it looked exactly the same as Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot what that game was though. Yeah, I mean, I still think this looks really good though.
I think it looks great. And like I said,
did Breath of the Wild start that trailer trend? Did it actually?
It definitely did. Yeah.
Did it? I think so. Yeah. Because after that, you saw like Assassin's Creed doing it. You saw like now they're doing it. You've seen a bunch of open world games try it. Unless I'm wrong. Is there one that did it before?
No, I just didn't notice it.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
like
so.
That specific sideways shot climbing like a mountain to just show that you have free roam abilities and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's funny is that so when these games came out, everyone was saying Horizon kind of has more in-depth traditional combat and just a great narrative, but Breath of the Wild lets you explore more. But now that we've seen trailers for both of their sequels, I think they're both trying to cover shit that the other one already did, because I think Zelda's going to be like, nah, let's do some more story.
Yeah.
And I think that Horizon's like, yeah, man, what we did was great, but let's make it a little bit more open.
It would be really funny if this game comes out same day as Breath of the Wild 2. I actually, because realistically, I still feel like, if not for like the COVID stuff, I feel like Breath of the Wild 2 would have come out spring next year. I think that would have been like the big game for March. And now I'm kind of feeling it's going to be delayed. And I don't think this is going to be a March game, is it? Because they said 2021. Did they give a day at all for this? For Horizon?
No, they did not give a date. It was just like a logo. That's it.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if this ends up landing during the same week as Breath of the Wild 2 then. Because my guess is Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be holiday next year. Like November, October next year. And I feel like this would probably launch at the same time. So
also, trailer that wasn't in this like rail of trailers, but that was literally 3D World, was a Sackboy game. Like literally the same camera angle as 3D World, the same like multiplayer thing, which is good. I'll take it. I don't mind. But
I'm glad they're doing something with like, it's a cute character. People like Sackboy.
Agree.
Like 3D platforms. Bring it on, man.
I agree.
Yeah, one thing I didn't understand about that trailer, I don't know why, something about it like rubs me the wrong way and makes me think it's gonna be like the worst thing ever. But then it looks good. I don't know why. Something about it just makes me nervous.
It's also
Probably the developer.
Yeah, I was about to say the developer is Sumo Digital, who made Team Sonic Racing and Sonic All Stars Racing. Those games.
Okay, well, all right. It's just the look of it, I guess, tipped me off.
I know what you're talking about, though, because it definitely looks like a rip-off 3D World. Like in a lot of portions, it really does. And I think Sackboy as a character, right? Like he looks like a PS4 Sackboy, like the actual physical Sackboy. And I think there's other interesting ways you could make that character look using the new graphical engines on PS5 and stuff, and the new power of the system. And it really just looks like a PS4 game.
Yeah, I think they were trying to prioritize frame rate.
Yeah.
Part of the issue is that 3D platformers in general, like these days, are kind of a dying breed. There aren't that many. And like usually, exactly. A lot of them are just kind of underwhelming.
There's a reason why it's just Mario.
Yeah. They just kind of give off that, like, this is a bit of a generic, okay-ish game kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think it could be cool. It looks like Crafted World in 3D, basically.
The question is, though, do you guys think that we're not going to get a LittleBigPlanet then? If this is the direction they're taking it, if this is going to be like...
Yeah. This is the new direction.
So you don't think we're going to get... I know, but Dream, like, who is talking about that game at all?
Here's the big problem. Let me tell you the big issue. So here's the predicament we fall in, because I think they did this because they're like, all right, Sackboy is a big character. LittleBigPlanet 3 was also made by Sumo Digital and no one liked it. So they were like, okay, fuck the level building stuff. Just make Sackboy, because he's actually like an iconic character to the PlayStation, into just a fun 3D platformer. No level building shit. The problem is Media Molecule out here with Dreams. They fucked themselves. They were working on that game for 8 years. It came out. It basically flopped. And they still say shit like they're going to support it for 10 years or whatever. So I really do think I think Media Molecule is like in big trouble. They haven't had a hit since like LittleBigPlanet 2 in early PS3. Like Tearaway didn't sell well. Dreams isn't selling well. I think that studio is either in trouble or like PlayStation's just going to be like, here's the small amount you need to just keep having Dreams alive.
When did Dreams come out? I'm trying to remember. This year?
Yep,
man.
This year.
It was in early access for like a year, though.
I literally completely forgot about that game until you mentioned it.
Yeah, but there's no, I mean, except for the name value of LittleBigPlanet, there's no reason. Anything you can do in LittleBigPlanet, you can do in Dreams. It's like to have both of those games running at the same time would be
exactly
weird.
Yeah. That's why I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Sackboy as a character being alive.
Yeah.
In a more platformer sense.
Yeah, that's just it. It is strange though. Why would, if it's all the same thing, right? If, like you said, they're creation tools, then it's basically everything you could do in LittleBigPlanet you can do in Dreams. why make like a new thing? Like, why not just call it Little Big Planet Dreams or something?
The problem with Dreams is it's trying, because Little Big Planet was in a good way. Little Big Planet does kind of the same thing that Mario does, which is like, okay, it's 2D and it has certain physics and items that you're supposed to mess with. Dreams is literally just like a game dev tool. Like, you can literally make games in there. They're literally going to allow you to export games into Unity at some point. They just made an engine. So
our people are doing there, and it's done, Roger. It's done by Media Molecule, the people that created Little Big Planet,
right.
and did Dreams.
Also, for people looking for a source, because apparently there's a lot of salty people in the chat saying Dreams didn't flop. I literally just got it off the PlayStation website, and it says here, we all know it would probably happen, but Dreams has been a critical success, but commercial success appears to be much tougher. After debuting at number 8 in last week's physical UK chart, the latest bestseller list on the second week says that Media Molecule's masterpiece is now at number 15. It's not quite as bad as it sounds. The decrease in sales on the week is 20%, which is an okay ratio for a new game release, and the chart doesn't include digital sales. But it's not a flop, but it was not like a hit.
No, exactly. Like it reviewed super well. It just didn't it didn't hit the way they want. Like,
I don't think
It didn't rush off the shelves.
user-created content games, I feel like aren't really a huge seller. Like, with the exception of Mario Maker, because they tried to make that really intuitive and like friendly to newcomers. But like
Project Spark failed.
Yeah, nobody's out there talking about how great RPG Maker 12 is or whatever.
I mean, you look at the website right now.
The big benefit of Mario Maker is that it's Mario.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit like Dreams needs to be on PC, not a console.
Exactly.
Every time. I don't understand it.
Yeah. And it's like, there's nothing special about like Mario is special because you're making themed levels based on an IP you care about. Making a new engine is like, indie games aren't a big deal anymore. We get those like every week, 10 million of them. So it's not special for like, oh, a random group of few people made a game together from scratch. And it's like, yeah. Oh, well.
I'm watching the I typed in just Dreams trailer because I genuinely have not seen like anything about this. And the first one that came up was E3 2015. I did not realize it's been in development that long.
Oh, yeah. Bro, it was announced at the PS4 reveal event, by the way.
Wow.
Like, the PS4 reveal event was when it was announced.
And I mean, it looks cute with the little polar bears and stuff, but
Look up on YouTube just some games. Like, people have made like Sonic games and Mario games and all sorts of
in
stuff.
Dreams?
Yeah, and they're really impressive. But it's just a hard sell, man.
I typed in Avatar game made in Dreams because everyone's saying to look it up. I mean, it does look pretty impressive. I'll link to it here. Wow.
This is off topic, but can't you make cool ass shit in Labo, but you can't share it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I think I saw a video of like someone made Breath of the Wild's like a shrine in Labo.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the Labo kit. There's a certain Labo kit that lets you do it. Yeah, and people were complaining that like it's weird that it's actually extensive, but you can't share it. Obviously, Labo, they don't give a shit about it anymore, basically.
This Avatar thing really is cute. I'm looking at it. It's kind of amazing somebody just did this like in the engine of the game. I mean, they look like little plastic figures, but it's cute. It's certainly way more impressive than anything I could do. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. All right. I think that covers the PS5 stuff, at least. I think that's pretty much everything. I think we went through all the games. Yeah. Just general thoughts. Like, are you guys going to get one first year or no? Are you going to wait?
I always wait for Sony revisions, especially I don't want that thing sitting in my room.
Taking about it damn
Like,
phrase. I know, man.
I'll probably wait for the Slim, or at least until like Black Friday next year if there's some good deals, maybe.
Plus, like, we don't even know launch. What are any of these games?
Spider-Man and Astrobot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider-Man's launch.
That's solid.
Yeah, it is. But I still have to finish the PS4 one.
Also, I'm shocked we did not talk about the console design at all. What do you guys think of it?
That is
You need
ugly.
to look at that picture.
What'd you say?
The memes speak for themselves.
Well, I mean, we're looking at that's true. The
Yeah.
meme has been the main picture of the episode. That's very true. I don't know. I kind of like it actually.
The digital one doesn't look as bad.
Yeah, the digital one I like. The disc one looks strange though.
Why did Sony and Microsoft switch colors?
Yeah, technically they did. I don't know. I guess I always just get black consoles because I just like them. So
I don't know.
If I get one that's like that, I'll probably get that.
Honestly,
my
my issue
problem
is less
with the PS5 is that huge. It's just huge.
It's huge, but my issue with it is just more that because it's curved, it doesn't seem like it's going to be easy to like. You can't rest stuff on top of it. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy to rest stuff on top.
With literally
You can definitely put it on its side though, can't you?
Yeah,
You can put it on it. No. That's not what I'm saying. You can put it on its side. You can rest it there, but you can't put other stuff on top of it. So like, I could put this PS5 on top of my PS4, but I can't put I probably can't put my PS4 on top of my PS5.
I mean, you can't put the PS5 is way bigger than the PS4. It would crush it.
It doesn't weigh 1,000 pounds, bro. It's not gonna crush anything.
It's not that heavy.
Like
It doesn't look good sitting in the room.
the digital one doesn't look too bad, but like it just
It look good next to my Wii.
It'll look it looks kind of, I don't know, just it's gonna look weird in my entertainment center next to other stuff. It's like a giant piece of fucking modern art.
Okay, I'm looking at this again. I didn't realize how tall this damn thing was.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
It's really stupid.
It's bigger than the PS3 and the original Xbox.
That is amazing that it's bigger than the original Xbox.
Both of them just don't look good this
Xbox One.
generation, to be honest.
You know what is a really pretty looking console though? Simple, it's pretty, everybody loves it. The Switch. So let's talk about some Switch games real quick, okay? First off, let's talk about some Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Who here has beaten the story mode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition?
I have 100%ed it, and I have connected as well.
Viram can
not
join me.
like essentially 100%ed it.
Yeah, Viram would join me on this. He's more of a Xenoblade fan than me. Well, anyway. So I shouldn't have gone into expecting many changes from the Wii version because they never said it was a remake ever. They just said it's the definitive edition.
Right.
But like, I would have liked some more changes than just remodeling the main characters and retexturing the world. Like just small quality of life things that are missing.
They do a lot of quality of life.
I was going to say there was a lot
I
of
needed
that
more.
stuff.
No, I needed more.
There's a lot of stuff missing though. Like in Xenoblade 2, when you kill a unique monster, all you have to do is talk to its gravestone and it respawns. In Xenoblade 1, you have to change the time and pray to God that it spawns.
Yep. Exactly.
Wow. And if you killed one that needs a thunderstorm or something, well, I'm sorry, bro.
I beat it last night and I ended up really not liking it. I'm really sad.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I was.
I'm in the middle,
bro. Like
Wow.
It was really shocking because like I played it when I was young. I was playing when I was 15 on the Wii. And I adore Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 is just one of my favorite games. And I don't know why this game, like, okay, they fixed one of my biggest issues with Xenoblade 2, which is the side quest. Like, you can actually track it, but there's no point because every side quest is like the same thing. It's mind-numbingly boring of just go back and forth, fetch this and that. I couldn't connect, like, other than Shulk, it felt like the cast was just following him. It wasn't like 2 where everybody feels like they have an arc.
Whoa!
Wait.
I highly disagree with this because Tim, I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum. I love Xenoblade 2, like adore it. I have an Aegis freaking hanging on my wall, bro. I love Pyra and Mithra. I adore that game. But unquestionably, the cast of 1 is better. And like having wait, because I have just recently, in preparation for Xenoblade 1, replayed through Xenoblade 2. And then I just played through all of Xenoblade 1. I haven't 100%ed it, but I went through the entire story mode, and I haven't done Future Connected yet. The core cast of characters, the core cast of Shulk, Fiora, Rhine, Melia, and Ricky, everybody, like the core main group.
I forgot the one best character. That's absolutely
Charla, Dunban, I love them all.
Dunban. There you go.
Oh, Dunban's great. I love them all. But my point is that it is so clear that they are all important to the story. Whereas I think with Xenoblade 2, there are moments for Zeke. Wait. There's moments for Zeke, and there's moments for some of the other characters, for Morag. You know, there's moments for some of these characters. For the most part, it's Rex, Pyra, and Mithra. And I feel like especially playing through it right now, I feel like I forgot how involved Melia was in the story.
Bro.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
really
I
showing
don't-
Melia
I don't
feel
know.
No way, dude. After
Because
the high end,
I was in. I'm gonna say spoiler shit because the game is fucking old. So
It's
mute
old,
your
yeah,
stream
yeah.
if you give a fuck.
Sure.
I was at near the end of the whole Mechonis area, and I forgot Melia was in my party until
That's what I'm
stuff started
saying.
happening to her family.
Oh
I was
my
like, oh
God.
fuck, I forgot she's here. Or like certain characters, when you leave their quote unquote area, they stop mattering. Ryan
what I'm-
literally
exactly.
has a whole character arc about how he doesn't fucking matter, and it's true.
But that is
but
that's Ryan's whole thing.
But
is that he is
that's
the
a character
secondary
arc.
guy. That's literally
There you
his
go.
character
Sure,
arc.
You fucking
sure,
said
but-
it.
Just because it's a thing doesn't mean it's not bad. What
No,
the fuck?
that's fine. But Ryan's whole thing is that he plays second fiddle to Shoke. That's literally his whole thing.
Yeah, and it's stupid because he doesn't
And he
do like
grows to
he
accept
barely
that role.
interacts with. I didn't notice this until I wish Adam was here. I didn't
Yeah,
notice this when I played for the first time. Charlotte and Ryan, I know that their whole thing is they're supposed to have a romance. It's whatever. It's kind of
Sure.
stupid, but
Sure.
they literally only ever interact with each other past Zord.
Exactly.
They rarely have a whole party interaction. It's usually just them.
I'm
Do you
100%.
do the heart to hearts?
Yeah, well, that's another fucking problem.
And that's
Heart hearts are awful in this game.
They're
You
horrible.
get to
Heart
do
hearts
about 7 of
themselves,
them,
but
and
getting
there's
to
50.
the heart hearts.
Yeah.
Getting to characters to talk like heart tarts because they're so far back in areas. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back to Colony 9 when I'm in the Mechon base to hopefully see which conversation I can have by having rank 3 or 4. It's like it's such a hassle to get them. And dude, the entire climbing the Mechon base is just annoying. Like having to press button, go back and forth, go on these tracks. It's like I found like the whole when you're in the whole Mechon base area, that it just feels like it drags on and on. You're looking at the same visual area, like it's just
That's wild. I love the Mechon base. I like legitimately really like it. Yeah.
Same.
Like
I don't ever interact.
I remember playing through Xenoblade for the first time, like when I was in college, and getting to the Mechonis area, and like my mind just being blown by the music and like the scope of everything. And I feel like they doubled down on that in this. Like everything looks way prettier. The music is still good. The only area that I'm somewhat like, oh, this is kind of repetitive, is near the end before the big fight with Egil. When you go through and you're like fighting the other things on the towers and you have to activate stuff, but that's literally it. The rest of Mechonis, I thought, was great.
I couldn't like it. Yeah.
Wow. And then to me, and then you guys are talking about the cast, and I'm like, yeah, I understand about like Ryan and Charla that mostly they only interact with each other, but like Charla, her fiance is like one of the main face Mechon in the game. Like she's integral to that.
He only actually does stuff to the party for like 2 minutes.
Right, but there's 17 chapters, and he's talked about for 8 of them, and then he
But
does.
all he's saying is, oh man,
And
he's dead, man. Ryan, you want to be my kid's father? 17 times, and then, like, at the end of the game, he finally shows up and gets 3 whole minutes of screen time and dies. Cool.
that's what I'm saying. Like to me, and plus, like it's like it makes it look weaker when they're doing the exact same plot of Shulk and Fiora with like what's her name, Charlene and her husband, and like you don't give a shit obviously about that guy, and I don't know, it just like I it's one of those games I totally get why you would care about the love. It's not one of those things where I'm like you're
because don't get me wrong, I literally love them both. I'm not making this argument as like you need to think one is better than 2 or whatever. But the character thing in particular is the only thing that's like really standing out to me, because again, like Rex, Pyra, and Mithra are all very important. Nia like is kind of important, but not particularly super important outside of until you find out her big plot twist. And then like the other characters like Dromark and Bridget and like they're not particularly super important.
To me, I love Bridget because like she has the whole thing with like her little
Well,
brother
and Torna, I get that. Yeah.
And
Bridget?
Nia obviously.
Talking about Morag.
Oh, Morag, my bad, Morag.
No, I was talking about Bridget. You're talking about Morag.
I'm talking about Morag. Yeah, I'm talking about Morag.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Her brother and Zeke, I really love again how obviously he's like outcasted by his father and the whole kingdom stuff about being king.
I love Zeke and Morag as well, like their interactions and stuff.
Yeah.
How they're friends without it being a stupid fucking romance, forced romance. Exactly. They're just like Virum said, it's just an adult friendship.
Yeah, I agree.
And they work so well together on screen. The only character too that I feel like doesn't matter and I didn't care about is Tora, but Poppy has a lot of importance in cutscenes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But and Tora is also okay because he sort of develops into like a father figure by the end of it. I don't know.
You know, it's funny that you kind of brought up things, you know, like adult relationships and this and that. I thought one thing I liked in Xenoblade a lot, and I think there's some interviews with Manolosoft saying this, is that there's so many kind of angst-filled JRPG protagonists and just kind of that they wanted to create a cast that were very kind of positive and supported each other. Like, I'm so glad they didn't do like a kind of this angsty, dumb love triangle with Fiora, Shulk, and Melia. Like, there is a triangle, but no, like Melia and Fiora are cool. They really like each other. Like, there's so much of that in this game that the characters are all genuinely likable.
Yeah. I mean, on the other side of the spectrum, the one character I truly don't care about at all is Fiora. Actually, of all of them, Fiora to me, the whole game, and this is like a minor thing, obviously, but the whole game, I'm like, Fiora's kind of a bitch because Melia straight up says, like, Melia really likes Shulk. Like, Charlotte even goes out of her way to be like, hey, you know, do you really want us to get Fiora back? Yeah, go ahead.
If the game was filled with more small things like that at the end of Alchemoth, where Charlotte's like, yo, I know you like Shulk, to Melia, that sort of shit. If every party member had that sort of stuff with each other, I'd love it so much more.
Because then to me,
this is a massive game that was on the Wii.
Yeah, but like by the point that you get that scene with Melia and Fiora, where Fiora's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of this, watch over Shulk. Like right after Melia's talking about how much she loves him, it's like, why would you do that? It seemed like a petty.
Her coming back and being so strong feels like a Mary Sue.
You mean what, Fiora?
Yes.
I don't know, because the thing is, she had a lot know, like, she kind of got fucked up to get that way. If you have to earn your OP-ness, you're not a Mary Sue.
I don't know. It was also Shulk's whole driving thing for a long time, and then it just ends. Yeah.
My thing is, like, Shulk, it's almost like a little creepy how obsessed he is with Fiora. Like, again, I get he loves her, but it just sounds like a little much, especially because like Fiora dies a little too early on in the story.
Yo, spoilers, man!
Oh God, no, that's not.
Even Sakurai spoiled this shit. I don't want to hear it.
No, Nintendo put it in like 10 million trailers.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Can I say something about that one point? I feel like that's the whole point. The point of that happening to her is because it feels like, you know, you're safe. And then that's the thing I remember when I first played the original. Everything felt safe. That happens, and now I'm worried about my entire party for the rest of the game.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't think anyone else was gonna die.
Yeah.
Because if they took a character away at the very beginning, it just tells me that they'd be too scared to take a character I worked hard on away.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know.
Xenoblade X happened, and I hate it.
That game, I just don't like that game.
But going back even like to the Xenoblade 2 thing is, like, to me, I think that's another big thing that I got from this is I think I retroactively like Xenoblade 2's villains more because of Torna. But if Torna didn't exist, I literally would not care about them at all. And now that Torna exists, and now that I know the stuff with Jin and Laura, and you know this past with Mallow, so what he really is, like, now I'm interested in them. But
Jin was cool before it because even in the main game you hang out with Jin. Like he joins your party later on,
of course. But
not just the beginning, the later end, right? When you're in the destroyed where the fuck? It's when the group is like separated, and then it's
for like 1 second though. I mean, it's not like he doesn't join your party regularly, you know.
No. But yeah,
I think to be fair is, I think Torna. I don't know if it was supposed to actually be part of the main game. What the developer did say, that you're supposed to play it, I think, at Chapter 7.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it after the events of Chapter 7.
So I think what was originally going to happen until time constraints and shit happened was at Chapter 7, the game would have shifted to Torna for a long time.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took half of the Monolith Soft team off of Xenoblade to work on Breath of the Wild.
Right.
That makes sense. I mean, I love Torna. I still think Torna is probably my favorite just condensed Xenoblade game that we've gotten. I feel like if you want a good Xenoblade experience, you get through it in like 15, 20 hours. Torna's the way to go. I think community stuff's a little weird, but I feel like for the most part, I really do like Torna.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I want to address the chat real quick. I'm sorry that we're talking about spoilers and stuff, but I find it genuinely hard to have a meaningful conversation about a game without discussing it entirely. If that's a problem, I'm really sorry, but maybe just mute for like 10 minutes. I see just a lot of complaints.
About spoilers?
Bro, it's almost as if you can fucking leave if you don't like what's being talked about. Wow.
It's just really hard to talk about how I feel about a game without mentioning everything.
One thing
anyway.
about the cast that I felt between both 1 and 2 is that I feel like for most of 1, Shulk and the Monado are the ones carrying basically everything. Like they wouldn't be able to get anywhere without Shulk and the Monado. But in 2, something that I quite liked is that Rex sucks for a lot of the story.
Yeah,
it's his party that's lifting him up until you get to that point where it's like, okay, he's realized what he needs to do properly, and then he can get the shit that he needs to do done.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, there's a point in 2 where, like, Rex is like, I'm done, I'm outie. You know, it's like, he's not this 100% hero. It's like, no, no matter what, I'm the king, I'm doing this, and it's like, they all have to work together, because he is still pretty young. Yeah, like, Shulk's 18, I think Rex is, like, 15. So there's a notable age difference in attitude. So, yeah, I don't know, again, it's one of those things, I totally understand why someone would, like, love, it's one of those things where, also, I want to know, I don't want to play it because a lot of my good friends that are hardcore Xenoblade fans told me Future Connected is just like
it's not
good.
Great.
It's not good.
Great.
I describe it as it's like when your favorite anime gets a really bad filler episode.
Basically, yeah.
Oh no,
It's,
really? I haven't played it yet, so
it feels watered down, is what I would describe it as.
It doesn't feel important, but if you like the characters and you want to spend some more time with the characters,
it's very important if you like Athia. If you like Melia, you need to.
Yeah,
I love Melia.
I agree.
The quiet moments are really nice, which are like the heart-to-heart equivalents in that game, because they're fully voiced, and you know, you don't have to do certain things to see that. You just have to reach certain points in the story.
The questing is better too.
I know I mentioned only negative feelings about Xenoblade 1, but I did enjoy the game, and if anyone in the chat is thinking about picking it up, I would. It's probably. We don't have very many, but I'd say it's probably top 3 RPGs on the Switch, maybe top 5.
Oh, easy, yeah. I mean, I wanted to clarify. We're all like pretty big Xenoblade fans. Like this isn't not a discussion where we're like, oh, screw Xenoblade 1, screw Xenoblade 2. We literally both love them.
I mean, I mentioned in the previous podcast that Xenoblade was like my favorite game of all time, and while I don't think as highly of it after having played Definitive Edition, if just because I feel like the game overall has shown its signs of age, I still think very highly of the game. I still think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense that, like, again, like 2 is a sequel, and like Definitive Edition is a 2010 game, so it's like no shit. 2 is gonna have a lot of they as a studio learning how to make like better stories and characters.
Yeah, but okay. But this is my problem. Again, this is someone who's saying that I love the original Xenoblade. It's still one of my favorite games of all time. I like 2 better as a game. I have this game, haven't opened it yet, because I realized it's 1. Like it's 1 with very little changes. So all the stuff I didn't like about 1 is still there, and it worries me to death, and I'm not going to like it.
See, I think when about one thing I want to mention about. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just about the development is the dude straight up said he had to pick and choose what he wanted to remaster.
Right.
They were not. Monolith is not given as much money from Nintendo as they should be. They are probably Nintendo's best developer.
Oh, hands down, easy,
honestly,
bro. They've worked on everything.
They helped with everything.
Got their fingers and everything.
Yeah,
like,
they're incredible.
Imagine if Monolith came in and worked on a Pokemon game, bro. Imagine the wild area.
Man, it'd be amazing.
Imagine if Monolith was like
fun Monolith more.
Imagine if anybody else made that game. Wow.
Yeah, man. Monolith Soft is truly like one of Nintendo's best developers, their best developer. Because you think about everything they've had their hands in, right? Like with making the Xenoblade franchise and all that stuff, but also like they worked on New Horizons, they worked on Breath of the Wild, they worked on Splatoon 1, they worked on Splatoon 2, they worked on Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds, Pikmin 3, Brawl,
Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Yeah, it was the first game.
They worked on and of course Ultimate too, with having their characters in Ultimate too. So it's the kind of thing where it's like they've had their hand in every absolutely massive Nintendo game of the past like 5-10 years. So, and it's all the good ones. Like there's not I'm looking at this list, there's not a bad one on this list. Everything they've worked on has been good.
Respect.
Yeah, put some respect on Monolith stuff, man. It's great. I'm fascinated though that you said that, because one thing I was going to bring up that I definitely felt like, again, I really like Definitive Edition. I just finished playing through it. I'm going to do Future Connected, and then maybe I'll go back and play a little bit more Xenoblade 2 just to sort of like refresh my memory. But I played it both recently. I think they marketed this the wrong way, because I think, and I don't mean just Nintendo, I mean like the community almost, if this makes any sense. I feel it's strange because Nintendo was pretty open about the fact that this was like more a remaster than a remake. And I think the community ran with it because of the character models looking different. It's like a full-on remake.
That's what I thought it was.
The Xenoblade community are incredibly like vocal and enthusiastic about trying to big up Xenoblade.
I mean, that's great because of Operation Rainfall. That's good. But I think people really got, too excited for this one because, again, like I went in knowing it was going to be a remaster, really. Even when I did my preview and I talked about that in the last episode, I pretty much, like, I was happy with everything because I was like, oh, damn, cool. They added, like, the menus look good and the characters look good again, and, like, they have little quest markers. This is great. But I wasn't expecting, like, a huge, like, massive change because I knew already it's not a remake.
The new models with the same dopey Wii era animations are hilarious and great.
I was gonna mention that exact thing. Like, Melia walking with the stick up her ass in HD is not a good look.
No, I don't know something about it. I love Ryan loosening up his shoulder every 5 minutes.
But the super animated cutscenes, like where Dunban or Shulk or someone is fighting, they still are fine. I think.
Yeah.
Some parts look weird, but sort of weird that they just ported all the animations over. But again, it's a budget thing.
Yeah.
It is. It's funny because I ran through the game with a party of mostly Shulk, Melia, Ricky for the majority of the game that I was playing. Once I got Melia and Ricky, like I remember how to do all her elemental stuff. It was like broken. Every boss was super easy, and it's so funny because you know how they have the little things where they'll say like Sharla and Dunban will be in a squad, and then Shulk will be like, "Oh, show me how to use that pistol," and Dunban's like, "Are you giving up the sword already?" And they do the exact same thing. The one with Melia and Ricky was Ricky's like, "Hero Pun, do good," and then Melia goes, "Of course, you sweet big baby boy," or whatever, and then Shulk's like, "Are you feeling okay?" Like, and so I heard that like 100 times during my playthrough of Melia going, "Of course, sweet boy." It's really funny, yeah.
I can't imagine it would have costed Monolith much money to rebalance some stuff, though, like make Charlotte good.
Charlotte looks awesome in her Machina outfit. She looks really
I think Charlotte and Ryan are there for people that aren't very good at combat. Like they're literally like the training wheels for people that aren't very good at JRPGs or at handling these MMO style things. You're like, because you have your tank, and their AI is fine compared to like some other people. Melia.
I've literally never played with Ryan ever.
Melia fucking is unplayable unless you're using her.
I think that depends on how you're setting up her arts, because she was always fine for me. I would set her up to have all elementals on one side. So she'd have like summon, aqua, wind, earth, ice.
I just know her and Shulk are especially problematic when it comes to AI.
Oh, I never really used Shulk as an AI character. I almost always just have him as the main. Well, I don't know.
That's an idea.
Yeah, but if you want like a damage soaking tank and you want a healer, then you use Charla and Ryan. That's why they're there. They're there for people that want a specific play style, that don't want to have to go through and like master everything. So there's a reason they exist. I feel like from a gameplay perspective.
Not having
Ryan
played
is also
it,
on that, but
having played it, Future Connected, aren't Ricky's kids basically like Charla and Ryan?
Yes.
Like one's a healer and one's a tank.
Exactly the same.
Yes.
Like their arts are exactly the same. They just have goofy little nop-on like names rather than the exact names.
But they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, they play exactly the same.
Does it even have Charlotte's shitty talent art?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Wow, weird.
Well then.
And it's way harder to reduce the cooldown of it because you don't have skill trees in Future Connected, and the heat sink gems are harder to find.
Cool.
That was the
That's
other thing I wish
Xenoblade.
they changed. I hate that there's so like I like hidden things, right? But when something's hidden and then also tedious, and then like halfway through the game, oh wait, here's a new skill tree for this character. Wait, does every character have one? I went and looked it up. I just
Every
missed all
character
this
has-
shit throughout the entire game.
Yeah, every character has
It's so
3.
frustrating.
Yeah, tedious. That's exactly Xenoblade Chronicles X. The entire game.
Oh yes,
A lot
yeah,
of
I
tedious
agree
shit.
with that. I loved X. I was having so much fun. Overdrive was stupid, but I was having fun. Got to the last bit of the game, I hate it.
It is funny because I feel like X, in terms of scope of the areas, I think it's the best in terms of like scope of environments. But in terms of story and the like cast of characters, it's by far the worst. Like, not even a question.
Isn't the final boss of X like not doable unless you're in a skull?
Yes, bro, I got stuck on that for an hour. I was so pissed.
Oh my god,
you robot.
because I like Elma. I think Elma's a good character. She's just like she's interesting, but nobody else in that game.
I think X would have been better if they didn't have a fucking self-insert and just went with Elma.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the first Xenoblade got lucky with the localization because I think that's part of it. Is they did a really good job on the English version of that game.
Yeah. Voice acting is good.
Yeah, like Ryan. That's why people like Ryan in the East. I mean, in the West, but not in the East, because his voice actor and the lines they gave him make him a lot of fun.
I didn't even realize people didn't like Ryan in Japan. That's weird.
Like I don't think they actively dislike him. I just think he's not a popular character.
Dang. Well, the last thing I want to talk about is one big thing. It's the elephant in the room when it comes to Smash Brothers. When are we getting the ARMS character in June? Because it is now midway through June.
Or like, what's happening behind the scenes?
Yes, let's discuss this. Because there's rumors that it might happen tomorrow. And we were even... Yeah, so there's rumors that it might happen tomorrow from a lot of different sources. So I'm like prepping myself on the off chance it does happen, but I actually think it's a lot more likely that it would happen at like the very end of the month, if not like July.
Tomorrow is the ARMS 3-year anniversary, isn't it?
Right, exactly. Which is why a lot of people think it's going to happen tomorrow. And there's rumors of a Nintendo announcement tomorrow at 10, so people just are putting 2 and 2 together, and they're like, well, ARMS 3 anniversary, they can do it.
If the rumor's true, also chat, let the people who muted know that we're done talking about spoilers.
Oh yeah, we're done talking about spoilers. Yeah.
I guess this could be a spoiler, but it's what people come here for, I think. Apparently it's gonna be like a hero situation.
With like multiple characters?
Yeah,
like probably
Bergman
the more
said that,
basic
but-
ones, like Springman, Ribbon Girl, Min Min, Ninjala, I think that's it. Maybe Snake Man. I don't know.
Snake Man.
Kid Cobra, Snake Man.
I like that you said Snake Man and Ninjala.
I don't fucking know their names, bro.
Ninjala is like the Splatoon looking game.
Ninjara.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I want Twintel. I really don't care about anybody else. Min Min would be cool, but I really want Min Min or Twintel. I don't really want anybody else.
I want Min Min over Twintel, but here's something about Twintel is 2 things. 1, she has regular arms and not only her hair, so she can hold items. 2, her arms are her hair, which means that if she's a Kirby hat, it'll be really easy for Kirby to do whatever the special is because his hat will also be the hair. So from a design standpoint, yeah.
But I feel like couldn't I just give Kirby her thing anyway, just as a
They can do whatever the fuck they want with
I don't
Kirby.
think Kirby like is their design.
No, not at all. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing up food for thought, guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're getting there. I mean, it really does have to. I don't because again, the hero situation we've talked about many times. Like, it's weird just because a lot of them have different. Like, it's weird to do that with some of them.
They have different special abilities. They have different personalities.
Yeah.
They have slightly different body types. It's not something actually that I think makes much sense, but like I could see them doing it. I think they would have to take the special abilities of all of whatever like 4 they choose and wrap it into one character, and then still things like taunts would be bizarre.
I think 2 things that would be really cool is I could see Nintendo pulling a ballsy, like not a ballsy move, but like a unique gear where this one comes with an echo. Like if it is one of them, it comes with an echo that could have like, same moveset, but 1 or 2 moves are a little different.
Oh, interesting.
Like I could see them doing something weird like that. Or if they want to be even more unique and wild, maybe they could do a Pokemon trainer situation where maybe you could swap between 1 or 2 of them. Who knows? But I feel like they're gonna find a way to integrate more than. I don't know how, but I feel like it just seems. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they want to find a way to find more, but who knows?
My only issue with them, because first of all they've already sold Pass 2, and they're doing it for the same amount per character that it would be.
Yeah, so first party, right? So they could get away with like if it's third party, I understand keep the value to that character, but I think with first party they could get away with doing something like that. Who knows?
I disagree. I think they're going to try to keep the same basic structure for each package. So if we do get,
I'm really fascinated by how it's going to work, because I do wonder if they are just going to drop it like Paper Mario. Like, how they just dropped the Paper Mario trailer out of nowhere?
I hate that shit.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I want to know. I want to be able to wake up and like plan for it and have like an exciting little like hype stream beforehand and talk to people about it. Like, I don't want it to just drop. I think
don't
it's
want to wake up
like Paper Mario, because for Paper Mario, that's like a new game announcement and there wasn't a direct or anything, so it's fine. But like, if it's something Smash related, or even if they did this like Pokemon or something and they just dropped it, I would be upset.
Yeah, I want that day before to at least be like, okay, I can, because I don't want to wake up and look on my phone notifications
and be spoiled on it. Exactly.
Yeah,
even if it's not
like
live, like at least if they like give a date of when they're going to upload a video.
Exactly. Because I feel like it's one of those things where we've all been speculating for so long, like who the ARMS character is going to be. And yeah, like we oversleep tomorrow, and then all of a sudden you look on Twitter and it's like, oh,
that shit is so annoying.
Like, shit. It's like Min Min's trending or whatever, or Twin Tails trending or whatever. And I'm like, oh, come on. Well, now I know.
Now it happened with me with the mini direct.
It happened with me.
Right.
That's why I was.
I remember I woke up.
Twitter thing, man.
I looked at the timestamps of the mini direct and I went there and I just saw ARMS, and then I waited like 10 minutes on Twitter, 20 minutes. No one was talking about it.
Yeah.
For so long. I think it's better that they announce beforehand, because it's also like free advertising.
Just the day before, just to like prepare the people that like to stream and do reactions and build some kind of excitement. Because I understand, the idea that like, oh shit, you wake up and a new trailer is there. But like I think anything Nintendo, you should have that day of like, hey, you don't even have to say what it is. Just be like, hey, stay tuned for a game or a DLC announcement tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing then too, right? Is if this does end up just dropping in the middle of nowhere, is there going to be another announcement afterwards? Because in my head, right, if E3 would have existed, and now E3 would already have been over at this point. Like, we didn't even do a show last week, and last week would have been E3 week, and there wasn't anything. We're past it now. In a world in which E3 would have happened, I almost guarantee we would have gotten the ARMS character shadow drop during E3, and then the announcement of the second Fighter Pass character.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking we might not even get that. I think it'll be like a brief character rundown of the ARMS character available in like 5 hours or whatever, and then it drops that night, and that's it. And we don't get any Smash character announcement at all. Which to me... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think that because it's been 6 months, and obviously I know they're working on other characters, we'll get like maybe a substantial, like maybe we'll get a new mode or a new like kind of thing in the game too? Because I feel like...
I don't think we're getting modes at this point.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of character stuff, I really don't know, because coming along with all the other announcements of the characters too is like the showing off what the stage looks like, the music, what the Mii Fighter costumes are going to be, like all of it, the spirit board, whatever. And I don't know how Sakurai's going to do it, if he's just like filming it from his house and then he's going to do the same walkthrough, because the group that does that is the Game Center CX people. all the Game Center CX people, like with Areno, Cacho, and everybody, they are the ones that produce those little like Sakurai Smash segments. And I don't know if they're working right now. Like, I'm really not sure. Maybe I'll invite Yabuki to his house or something, and they're wearing coronavirus masks and they're playing ARMS or something. I really don't know.
By this point, wouldn't it be safer to do the old school model, like the Joker presentation, where it's just 15 minutes? Here's the footage. Here how he plays. Like,
yeah. But they also record these months ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have recorded this months in advance. Yeah.
Because like I still don't completely believe that Nintendo can't do some kind of digital presentation, especially not after Sony just set up a whole fucking thing.
Everyone is, dude, this summer, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's doing something.
I think people are like, there can't be any kind of direct, no presentation. That's not true.
No. I think there definitely could be, but I think that it's a different situation with Nintendo compared to Sony and Microsoft, because Sony and Microsoft are in a situation where they need to show stuff. Otherwise, like, what's going to happen? They need to show stuff. Nintendo doesn't necessarily need to show anything. They can announce it like the month before, like with Paper Mario, and then it's like, oh, coming out now, and drip feed information for that month, and then they're good. But I think it's certainly possible that they could still do a direct or something like that. I think the one big thing is that Nintendo is a very secretive company, and I can't imagine they would want to send assets to people working from home, because they know, especially with the amount of leaks that come out of Nintendo, people would leak that. Yeah.
Well,
I know most people are gonna roll their eyes at the sound of this, but y'all know the Cam Girl leaker, right?
Yes, I've heard of her. Yeah,
Video girls.
Yeah, so she's actually one of the most.
Okay, wait, hold on. You said what now?
So there's a woman who has been pretty spot on, honestly, more so than other leakers, about leaking shit, and she gets the information from her clients during cam shows.
That's unbelievable.
She said Nintendo has a ton of shit to show, but they're just not showing it.
Wow. Because I know who you're talking about. It's like Hot Girl 69 or whatever.
Hot Girl Video 69.
Wait, hold on. You said what now?
Hot Girl Video 69.
Don't say it in unison. What the fuck? I'm leaving.
Don't link her.
It's in the podcast chat.
Yeah, but she's pretty good about that.
She's been right about a lot of stuff, hasn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, look, think about it. We were, by this point, if we were having a normal Nintendo year, we would have had a full early year direct, and right now an E3 one. So yeah, they have a bunch of shit we probably haven't seen that they were supposed to show. Because again, the mini direct.
Yeah, but Nintendo doesn't have to do that anymore.
No. I know.
Mario, they can announce Mario literally the month before it comes out with the Mario collection. They don't need to do like a whole press tour for it.
My point is just that, like, in a normal year, we would have had a regular direct in the beginning and during E3. So obviously, like, they have stuff to show. It's just a matter of now they're just choosing it to.
I think they're trying to figure out how to show it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I don't just drop them. If they put them on Twitter and that's how they show it, like, I will be upset by that. I don't want to.
The amount of shit that they're going around. Like they have stuff to show. There's like a 2D Metroid that was in the same leak as like Paper Mario, and then Paper Mario happened, and now there's all this Smash shit, Mario Kart. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Pikmin.
A lot of shit.
Oh yeah, Pikmin. That's right. And the 3D world.
You too.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't expect an actual direct till about September. But they since they don't have to hold on to any sort of E3 schedule or releases or expectations. I fully expect Nintendo to just do whatever the hell they want. Like,
yeah.
Well, in fact, it would be better if they waited, because right now the PS5 games are still kind of part of the news cycle. If they waited for another week and started showing stuff next week, it'd be long enough. It would be better for them.
Well, I would love if they did, because what like Jeff Grubb and like all these people report on is that apparently the reason they're not doing a direct is because a lot of third parties, it's a lot of things of they're telling them, show your stuff with on social medias or do whatever you want, because it's hard to put it together. I would love if they just did like a first party direct of like, this is going to be maybe 10-15 minutes. It's just going to be like in-house first party games, because third parties don't have concrete release dates or stuff like that.
It's a weird situation too, because I also feel like with the Isle of Armor stuff coming out with Pokemon, that seems like something that would have been prime for like the week before E3 Pokemon Direct we always get. We always get like the Pokemon Direct right before the Nintendo one around E3 time. And so I feel like a lot of the Isle of Armor stuff that dropped in that trailer with like the Galarian typings and everything like that would have probably been in some type of Pokemon Direct alongside Detective Pikachu. Because we know they're sitting on Detective Pikachu. We know there's a sequel to Detective Pikachu and the original Detective Pikachu game coming to Switch. They announced it a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So they announced it at the same time Metroid Prime 4 got announced that they canceled it and are restarting development. That was early 2019. So there's got to be that sitting on a shelf somewhere. And I would be surprised.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if that wasn't this holiday. I feel like that might be what Pokemon Company's game is going to be this holiday.
What's the announcement to turn around on Paper Mario? Like they're going to
month and a half.
Yeah, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, "Hey, 2D Metroid. Hey, whatever Mario Collection, Metroid Prime Trilogy, a new Pikmin game." I think a lot of these things are coming up really soon because the back half of the year looks pretty barren. I just think they're just waiting to whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, I think June is sort of like the DLC month for them, right? Where they've got Smash and they've got the lead up for Paper Mario. They've got Pokemon. July, obviously, is their Paper Mario month. You got August, maybe like the Pikmin ports. They announced the Mario stuff that comes out in September or October. And then, I mean, I don't know if they're holding out stuff. The other big thing I would have expected this E3, like if we were going to do a prediction podcast or something, would have been the Monolith Soft new IP because now Xenoblade's out. And now I don't even think we're going to see that this year at all. I think that's going to be something that they'll announce maybe in like a direct at the beginning of next year to come out at the end of next year. But I don't think we're going to hear anything.
Yeah, that's why it's definitely just annoying to predict because like now like we used to at least have a time frame. Like, okay, our earlier direct, our E3 and our fall direct and stuff at like Game Awards. Like we had some kind of time. Now we just gotta wonder if they're just gonna drop stuff or if they're gonna maybe do mini presentations.
Right, because there was no earlier direct. Like I think the weird situation that we got is we got that mini direct in like what, March?
Yeah. And it didn't show a single new first party game except Clubhouse.
And all the first party games have just dropped randomly. So yeah, you can't predict when we're gonna get directs even anymore. If we are gonna get directs still, who knows? We're in a weird situation. We don't know what's going to happen anymore. You got PlayStation and Xbox doing state of play direct things, and Nintendo's not doing them at all. So I'm
gonna wake up tomorrow and get a notification that Hihachi's in Smash or some shit. That's just the world we live in, man.
Yeah, 2020. I don't know. We'll see. So, is the general consensus then that the ARMS thing is going to have a character reveal at the ending of it, or do you think it's a standalone thing?
At this point, probably standalone.
Probably standalone.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we pretty much covered everything then. We went over a lot of stuff. Talked about a lot of games.
We didn't mention Clubhouse Games.
We can talk about Clubhouse Games is awesome. We can talk about Clubhouse Games for a bit if you want to talk about Clubhouse Games.
It's fun. It's a
game. It is. Me and Mike played it the other day with Nintendo and Stealth. It was a lot of fun. Played Ludo and yelled at each other.
Ludo's pretty clean. The only problem I have with that game is you can't leave the games if you start that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta play the whole game or somebody has to leave.
And the only issue I have too is the spectator thing. Is I wish there should be like some type of spectator mode. So if you have a group of 4 and you want to do like a Hanafuda game, which is only 2 players, that the other 2 players could watch and you could hop in and hop out. But I mean, that seems like something they could patch maybe,
Clubhouse Games is bad Wii Sports. That's cap.
The fuck?
What?
Yeah,
that's definitely
dude. Hey, remember when Wii Sports had fucking chess?
Terrible.
Remember when Wii Sports had fucking chess and checkers and Moncala? You stupid ass bitch! I'm tired of this. The fuck is going on, bro? I loved playing 21 or fucking blackjack and speed on Wii Sports. Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, You
trying to play Texas Hold'em and Wii Sports, bro?
Hell yeah, that shit went crazy.
That dog game, bro, went crazy back.
You're talking about Hounds and what's it called? Hounds and Hares.
Hounds and Hares.
Yeah, bro. Hounds and Hares on Wii Sports was fucking clean.
That was
shit,
crazy.
I gotta say, we did Texas
Hold'em.
Hold'em.
Mahjong, bro.
What was the other thing we played, Mike? Texas Hold'em,
Played
Ludo.
lots of last card.
Lots of last card. Last card's really fun, like Uno, basically. Yeah.
It was the Uno ripoff.
That's what Uno is.
It's Connect 4. Connect 4 is fun.
No,
But
it's
also
went
4 in a
crazy
row,
on
man.
Wii
It's 4 in a row.
Resort.
Ludo would definitely. We talked about this even during that stream. Ludo would not be fun at all if you're not on a Discord call with each other. Like that was what made that so fun. Is the four of us were like screaming at each other to like not roll certain things or whatever. Whereas if you're playing online with some random, I feel like it's not going to be anywhere near as fun. Whereas some of the card games, I think you could and it would still be fun.
Right. I wish you could have a room code for like viewers, like because like you can't like I was so expecting to be able to like play Connect 4 with viewers by like letting people enter a room code or something. Like it sucks that they don't have that in.
Does anyone here know how to play the toy baseball game?
It's
Bro, that shit is impossible. It's impossible to hit the fucking ball.
Let me tell you real quick. Let me tell you a story real quick about that because Shofu and I, for those of you who don't know, we played every game without reading the rules.
Yeah.
A week ago, okay? Now, we played every single game, okay? We did not skip a single game except the ones you could not play, okay? We got to the end because we did it in order, so all the sports games are at the end. We did that baseball game at the end. It was like 3 o'clock his time. It was like 6:30 a.m. in my time on Saturday morning, okay? And I was focusing, I was zeroed in, and everyone in chat was like, how would you missing these baseball? Bro, they don't know.
I told them, not a single one of them had the game. They were like, bro.
It's impossible.
They don't know.
You can't figure out the trajectory. Your friend can fuck with you and like slowly move it back and forth.
Right.
There's so many parameters.
Now the thing is, after Tito went to bed because it was like 7 a.m. for him, I went back to that baseball game because I wasn't having that shit. And the computer pitches at the same pace, the same time every time, so it's easy to hit the ball. It's the same pattern. But when it's me and Tito, I'm over here jiggling my joystick. I'm over here sliding back and forth, moonwalking, doing 360s before I throw the pitch.
You do that thing where you like fake throw the ball,
right?
Like I don't think you understand. Every single person in this chat right now is getting their ankles broke. Every single one of them is getting their ankles broken.
And the worst part is like, it's not even like if you manage to miraculously hit it, the soldier, like the fucking other players, half the time just grab it or you get a foul. Like, at least if I hit it, just let me get a point because it's so rare to do it. Horrible. I don't know how they played that at the studio and we're like, yeah, this is fucking fun.
That shit is crazy. Just know that shit go crazy.
It really is great though, man. I love Hanafuda. I'll take all y'all on Hanafuda.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Indeed. It is what it is. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back probably next week because there'll probably be some type of announcement. And stay safe. Stay healthy. We love you. Not all of you, but some of you. And we'll talk to you guys later.
I mean, he's right.
Jesus Christ.
I got one thing to say before we go. Persona 4 Gold now on Steam right now. You better go play it.
I got one thing to say before we go. Exclamation point Brave in the chat. Get you Brave browser, install that shit, use that shit. You know what I'm saying? I get them back, you get them back. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Yes,
I don't want to have this conversation anymore. Bye.
You over there drinking hot strawberry milk.
Yeah.
Oh no, Trigger nice.
Oh, by the way, Persona 5 is mad gassed, by the way. That shit is mid.
You're
Finally,
why would you do this?
The best part about this game is
I
the
like
music.
you said it at the
hold on.
At the end, there's no.
No. I had to take it. You know what I'm saying? I had to get him out of here real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the Chimera Ant arc. Shit's clean. I'm having a great time.
We're just all talking about completely different things right now.
A lot of bugs getting.
She said Solar Ash is coming soon. Now when is it coming out? Since you said coming soon.
It's coming soon, bro. It's coming.
Oh, this year? Okay.
Oh, that's 2021. That's what the trailer said.
That's not soon.
The trailer says 2021.
That's not soon.
That's soon enough.
That's not soon.
What game is coming out 2021?
Solar Ash, purebred Doge.
Voila, in view, a humble vaudevillain veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. There's a copy pasta in the chat. There's a lot of V's in it. I was reading that shit.
Viewable with a VV.
There you go.
What?
Thank you.
There you go.
Why was I moved? Like,
Master of words.
what did I do? I didn't do
You
anything.
didn't finish the game yet.
That's cap.
What do you mean that's cow? You definitely didn't finish the.
I heard
But I watched a YouTube play of the ending.
You didn't experience the game. Calling that shit mid.
How am I supposed to know if I like it if I don't watch the whole thing?
You have to play the game.
Play the game.
Nah, I'm good.
Wait.
Delete it then. Don't play it.
Download ARMS.
What?
Download
What?
ARMS.
Now that's
Oh, there he goes.
Why did he do that?
That's what he leaves with.
He said download ARMS. ARMS is clean.
Roger.
Yeah, I mean
ain't
ARMS.
on some
You know,
bullshit.
ARMS in real life are clean. You know what I'm saying? I can pick shit up. I could, you know what I'm saying, open doors and shit.
You can grab bags of money.
Yes, sir.
You can secure it.
You can download the Brave browser.
Yes, sir. Talk to these niggas.
Which you can do right now if you go ahead and type in exclamation point Brave right now. There it is. You can go ahead and use that. And go ahead and throw a sub shofu's way while you're at it.
Talk to these niggas.
Right
Someone
now.
in here getting free content. Y'all need to be coughing up.
Yes, sir. This nigga's spitting.
I'm rapping at him right now.
All right, hold on. I'm about to switch scenes real quick. I'm about to go live with some interesting shit. Not fucking Xenoblade for 17 hours. Fuck that game.
Hey,
Games Cage, thanks for the sub, big dog.
Hey.
Cyber Carbon, thank you for the gift, big dog.
And there it is. Yeah, you see, cough him up. Cough
no
him up.
game nice. No game nice.
Got
Chrono
you.
Trigger game hella nice.
I gotta play that. I had a DS version.
Hey,
DS version's so good.
hey, y'all hear about that
Incredible game.
kidnapping at fucking USC?
No.
No.
Nah, he's good. He woke up, man.
Okay.
Got his ass!
The second you said that, I'm like, I shouldn't say anything. This is
I
definitely bait.
I just
Hey, what are you talking about?
can't believe it. And even now, in these trying times, people are getting got.
Oh my god.
People
I
are
should have
getting
known.
got.
There's no way Shofu's gonna bring this up as a serious topic.
He got him, boy.
What? Bro, it's very serious. Just like that guy that got his left side blown off.
Moving me that easy. I'm going
Yeah,
to
he
bed
all
first.
right now.
What did I
Bro, your mom's so fat, it's hilarious. I'm not laughing, but the floor cracking up. All right, give me a sec.